Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Swift, a.k.a. Chef Boyard Swift, a.k.a. Dr. Swigglesworth, a.k.a. Higher Learning in stores now, when you are now listening to Gorilla Cross, Speak Life Radio.
Yo, you tuned into Gorilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned into Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Speak Life Radio right here on GorillaCross.com. Streaming live on the website, on the app, on all social media at Gorilla Cross. Make sure you check us out. Download the app for free. I'm your host, Quan59, and we have a big show for you once again tonight. Got my man James Mays back in the building. What's good, bro?
What's up with you, man? I'm feeling good. A little more rested, but not as much as I like to be.
Hey, give the man more rest.
I got to give myself more rest, man. It's my fault.
Okay.
It's my fault. But
I wasn't blaming me or Luke.
I felt like you I felt like you weren't. No. But it's good to be back, man. I can't wait to hear some horrible music.
Wow. Got my man Luke in the building. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for letting me be back on here in 2 weeks in a row, man.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Rapzilla's getting scared. They think we have some contract with him. They think he's going to leave. Listen, he's not leaving.
He's not going to leave you
Our
guys.
website's not even up. Don't worry. But in 2021, it will be up, and then you have to worry. Can you work for two websites?
I don't know.
This
isn't really work.
You
This
don't
is
have
just-
like no clause. That's
just, yeah.
We'll have to look at those contracts. But listen, man, we are here live. Going to be reviewing some music. We have a live conversation we're going to be getting into in a few minutes with 2 Samuel 151. If you guys were tuned in last week, he took our money. And so now we're giving him a live interview, man. He has a dope little project out. Not little. I hate when people say little. Mm-hmm. It's not a little project, but a dope project out. So we're going to be getting live on the line with him in a little bit to talk about that as well. So what we need you guys to do is share the live video feed. You know how we do it here on Speak Live Radio. Share the live video feed with your people. That's what we need you to do. Hit the share button, and we will be getting, acclimated to the show and, getting ourselves situated right here. And we're sharing it ourselves. So
yes, we are.
Sharing is caring.
Yes, we are.
So if you care, share.
I think it's a great idea. You let people know the things that you're into. Don't be afraid to let them know that you're into hip-hop, Christian positive hip-hop. Don't be afraid to let them know that you're into Luke, that you really like Luke as an individual, and that, he seems like a very good person.
I'm not that cool.
You're not that cool? Well, tell the truth. Introduce them to Luke. It's not about us. We're always here, but we really appreciate you, man. Always appreciate your take when you come back to the show, too. Like, it's super fun.
Thanks.
Because we got the same voices. Me and Quan don't like nothing. And and you'll be a little bit more objective about it. And I'm happy about that, you know?
That's good.
So I hope you guys are sharing. I hope you guys are sharing. I hope you guys are like letting us know where you're from, because we want to know how far the reach is tonight. 2 Samuel's 151 is on, and I will talk to him to his face about his name, because I hate his name.
Get a new.
Wow, James came. I
Man,
thought
already
James
just on
was
it.
going to come back with more love in his heart.
No. I got all the energy.
He has less love in his heart.
No, I don't.
Too many numbers. You're like trying to call the number.
It's definitely like a license plate out here. He is definitely named a license plate, but he makes good music, and so
Right.
you know, that gives me a little bit more forgiveness.
Wow. There we go. You heard it here first, folks. So everyone tuning in for the first time, because you were invited by 2 Samuel.
Right.
James doesn't like him.
I love him as a person. Amazing music. I just think that, you know, and obviously I know that there's a meaning to his name, and I'll let him talk about that when I definitely completely tear it down, you know, like it's a poster on the board, like, nah. But, you know what I'm saying? I am excited that he got a great project out. You know what I'm saying? He's got a love of his family and his church, and he does amazing things. Just not the best at picking out names. That's it. That's all.
Oh man.
Wow. He's just going to keep going.
Just coming at it. Just.
I throw the hints out for him to stop, and he just keeps going.
I'm not catching. I'm missing it.
You are. So
this is Speak
like
Life,
I said,
guys.
your family's probably watching, so we are not going to keep tearing up your name.
No, it's like midnight for him though, right?
Yeah, but he has people up late.
Yeah. Okay.
And the rewatch is going to be even worse.
Right.
Yeah. Like, oh, if you didn't catch it today.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, Thursday, or whenever you guys are watching this. My bad. I don't like that boy in the yellow. You know, you talk about Uncle Sammy's name.
Killed the music.
It was
Putting
fun.
on different people.
We're getting serious now.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Last days. All right, listen, man, share, and please let us know where you were tuned in from. Shout your city right now in the comments, and we will shout you out and where you're from. If you're from a different country, we appreciate that, because I feel like we get people from different countries all the time.
Absolutely.
Tuned into the show, and I really do appreciate that, man. So shout your city. Let us know where you're tuned in from. We're broadcasting live from Las Vegas, so we're excited about that. You can't beat that.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Like a Las Vegas casino.
We are still counting votes right now.
We in Vegas.
So if you guys are wondering who, we're picking for president, give us another week or two.
We'll be
You know what I'm
fine.
saying?
We'll be fine. We need a little time.
We're counting. These things take time. You know what I'm saying? If you can have a new president, take your time. You know what I'm saying? Just sit back, relax. James was taking a break last week. He was out there counting votes, and
I was, man. I had my my thumb together. You know how you got to get through papers. You got.
Yeah.
I put that on it. I was like, 1, and then I went from 5 to 7 one time, and they was like, you got to leave.
Yeah.
You got to leave. You completely missed the number 6. You got to go. I was like, all right, man. It was a Trump vote anyway. Whatever.
wow.
You know, I was very very interested about that. You know, the turnout of everything. You know, we got to look at it like we're more of a divided but like still equal country. You know, that people think that we aren't. People always think like, oh, it's more than. No, it's not really. It's not really more.
What do you talking about?
Like, you know, we look at the numbers like 74 million, 75 million, 71 million for one candidate, right?
Right.
Each like we're an equal.
That was pretty. Yeah.
We really need to listen to each other.
Right.
In opposed to thinking I got it right and you don't.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of where we are. But I feel like Joe Biden will be a failure if he actually gets into office, because there's little loopholes. Just being honest. I think he would be an awful president if he didn't really take that into consideration and just say, all right, I'm gonna do the same thing that maybe other presidents before have done, you know, and really say like, oh, you know what? Maybe I do need to rethink this tax plan, because I have a whole nother side of a country that needs these things. You know what I'm saying? These other red states where you call flyover country, those are factories. Those are people who work for themselves, and they are probably making that amount of money, and you're trying to take half of it. Maybe you need to listen to them.
Well, and also if you look at the Senate and the House, it's Republican and Democrat. You know?
Yeah.
So, like you said, it's that diversity everywhere. So he's gonna have different kinds of people
Right.
in his ear. Yeah.
All the time. And I think that his cabinet should be the same. But this is just one of those things that I think I didn't run for any office. I didn't even run to Office Depot to get like party supply. So like I'm not the person maybe to take, I'm just a voter. But I will say that, it surprised me because I guess what they say about the media is one-sided, so on and so forth. Maybe they're right, because I really looked at the media like, yeah, look, they're telling the truth. They're getting it. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I agree with all of that. But then for me to feel just the way I felt about the election lets me know like, oh, nah, man, people got other, perspectives to look at it. People have other plans for their life, not just, what I feel or what I grew up as or the people around me grew up as. They have another gear that they're living in. And we need to take that into consideration,
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's all over.
Is it?
Is it though?
Well, I'm glad
Yeah, I hear
the
you.
voting is done. Obviously there's a lot of stuff they got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, man. We said it last week, if we don't treat each other better, none of it matters anyways.
Right. That's right.
And I've seen
that's great.
people still with, the results they think they got in their favor, still treating people bad.
Right.
Still being jerks. Still, we're a divided country.
Yeah, man.
We're a divided country. Divided we fall. I mean, that's.
It's not even like widely. It's like right down the
We're
middle
divided.
It's like right down the middle divided, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
So-
love that. Treat people better, man.
You got to treat each other better, man.
Yeah.
Sacramento in the house. Just James. Caronport, Saskatchewan, Canada.
What's up, Canada?
Andrew Russell. Where else we got? Omaha, Nebraska.
Mhm.
T. Barlow. Who we got on Facebook?
See a couple. I could read some Facebook. Robert,
They don't
Anklin,
shot their city.
Pawnee, OKC. Okay, I see you out here. You see what I did there?
They're really bad today.
uh,
He takes a week off, just comes back with worst joke.
just puns. Hey, look, I
Puns are fun.
almost love it. I don't even know where all these other places are. Somebody voted for Kanye. All right, Aurora, Illinois. Shout out to Illinois up there.
Yeah, that's a sign.
Yeah, the S is silent. I was getting ready to say that.
Did I say Illinois?
Born and raised in Illinois. You don't say this.
Did I say?
You said Illinois.
All right. Because
gonna
I'm a
be
rapper
okay.
and I
Aurora.
got the illest noise. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Man, he's sorry, folks. If you're a first-time listener, forgive us.
Don't apologize
He's not
for
always
me.
like this.
I am always like this.
No,
Sometimes,
usually a lot better.
sometimes it hits. Hey, shoot or shoot, man. You gotta get out here and keep going. When it goes to the net, we all know, we all cheer. Right now, it's just in the rim.
All right, if you guys can continue to share the live video stream with your people, we are going to be here live till about 10 o'clock tonight. That's West Coast time. I have people hitting me up at 5 West Coast time saying, I can't find the show, bro. Like, you got to know what time zone you live in.
It's a late night show.
I can't do it for you.
Yeah.
I can't let you know what time zone you're in. So shout out to everyone that still tuned in after they thought it was 8 o'clock on their time zone.
Yeah.
And you're still here right now, man. We appreciate you for tuning in. We appreciate everybody that shared. If you guys submitting a song to get reviewed, what you really need to do is share the show and be tuned in live. Listen, don't send us music and you're not even listening for your review.
It's kind of crazy.
It's weird to me. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like when you give someone your number and you don't answer the call when they try to call you. Why even give out your number if you're not going to be available for the call?
You know, they treat us like teachers. They just sit there, work on the desk, and then they leave
And
so
they
we
just
can
leave.
grade
Yeah,
it.
we can grade it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's not what this
Right.
is.
It's the wrong show, folks.
Nah, man. We want to talk to you.
So listen, follow us at Gorilla Cross on all social media. All of our individual social medias are on there as well. So make sure you stay locked in for that. Luke reviewed this dude's music. You said he's gonna get sick of you because you just been
Right. I've been in
on
his
it.
IG. I wrote about him a little bit on Rapzilla today. Yeah, he's gonna get sick of me. He knows what I think about his album. We could talk about it so other people can hear, I guess, and I could just hear kind of his story. I'm looking forward to this.
That's
so
juicy. That's a great teaser because I don't know if you think it was nice or not. I didn't read the article.
I didn't write an article. He wanted to know, like, I gave him like an in-depth like review just in chat. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
There you go.
Got my can't
Did
wait
he
button
ask you
in.
for the review, or you just jumped into his?
He wanted.
DM?
I kind of tried to like just glaze over it, just like, hey, here's what I'm thinking, yada yada. And he was like, what do you mean by this? And then he like walks through like the first 5 tracks of the album, and I was like, I told him exactly like, here's what I'm thinking for each song.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In depth, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
In depth. You guys want to know what Luke thinks about anything? Just reply to his first back.
Well, the album is out now, and man, we got introduced to this artist through the Indie Artist Music Reviews, and that's something that a lot of the interviews we've gotten the last half of this year are people we've met through the review portion of our show, man. So it's been really dope to build with new artists this year.
Yeah.
In that way. And man, the first track he ever sent us was a dope, just hip hop vibe, and I'm like, you know what, this is dope. I don't know how this is going to go over with the younger crowd, though, because it's definitely fits my generation. Like, I love 90s hip-hop, and he has that flavor all over the music he submitted. And then when I listen to the album, the same thing. It's everywhere, man, and I love the album. I listened to it probably 3 or 4 times just back-to-back. I just kept letting it rotate. And I think the album is really dope, man, really well put together. But we got the man on the line right now. My man, 2 Samuel 151. What's good, bro?
What's good, y'all? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, man? You out there, it's late. How you feel about, this late phone call?
I mean, it's real late. No, it's not late at all. Hold on real quick. This is bugged out. It's, we good over here, man. It's only 11 p.m. over here, so we good.
All right.
His night's just starting. That's what that means.
That's right. He doing a late nighter.
That's what I'm saying, man.
There you go. My man Luke looking like me again, man. Got red hoodie and everything, man.
Your stunt double tonight.
I should have never asked about them tracks, yo. Straight up.
Wow. If you wearing a black hat too, man, it would have been a little suspect.
I had the black cat ready too, so I'm good.
There you go. That way we can tell you guys apart tonight. I don't know if we want to get into it this early, but what did you think about Luke's assessment of your project?
I loved it. I mean, I love assessments. I love when people break stuff down. I don't even care, in all reality, if they don't like it, they don't like it, but they're breaking it down. They checking it out.
Gotcha.
That's I make music hoping people do that. So I loved it, and he told me what he felt about the album, and I mean, I couldn't agree with him anymore. Like, I know exactly what he was saying. It was, kind of like second half heavy, and I see where he was coming at. But, I believe that whole project, that's straight from the heart.
Yeah.
I know what I was trying to do, but I understand where he's coming from, and I loved it. I love the article. I appreciate everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man.
How old are you, bro?
I'm up there, man. I got a few plus 1 decades on me, man.
Okay. Are you 151?
He's 151 years old.
You wanted to know?
You don't know what a few is, man? Come on, man.
I do know it. I know what a few is. That's 4. That's like SOME.
Nah, man. I mean,
several is 5 and above.
Nah, man. Few is 3.
Ah, okay. Is that what it is? I guess I thought it was 4. But I'm with it. So you're 30 plus.
Yeah.
That's what's
we'll
up.
Leave it at that. 30 plus.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, bro. So I want to talk about the name, man. Give big background, because I give you a lot of, harsh words about the name, and I've done this before. This isn't brand new, but explain to people why 2 Samuel 151, because I think it's actually a cool story. But
well, I'll get the short story. Basically, on Instagram, all my people from my block in my building in Staten Island. That's 151. So everybody had that on the end of their name. So I have that on Instagram. What happened is when I started making music and uploading it, that Second Samuel, it started to group up with another Second Samuel. And every time I put something out, it just went into his account. Like, that's what it seemed like. So I'm like, I got to do something that's going to stop that. So I ended up adding that to the end. I was like, okay, what can I do? I was like, you know what, let me just change the name to the Instagram handle. You know, I mean, I'm always Second Samuel. People know me as Second Samuel, but when it's on paper, it's Second Samuel 151. So that's basically it.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that. You got to get your money. You can't just be out here doing all this work and paying a whole nother Samuel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of wild to just be out here and be like, yo, man, I put this out. Yeah, but you didn't get paid. Kind of like a Dr. Dre Easy thing.
Now, real quick, man, why don't you want to give your age? Because that's not, you know, I just asked because of your music. That's why I was asking the whole age thing, because your music is definitely very 90s. Is there a reason you don't want to give out your age? Because, I mean, usually that's not something we deal with as men. Like, I'm actually proud of my age. I like getting older. So why is that?
You look good for 80, Quan.
James is just on one today. It's wow.
That's good.
How old?
I'm 44.
I'm 40.
Okay, cool. See, 40.
Aw, bro,
listen, man,
that's
40.
dope.
40s are great. 40s are a great
know.
age, bro. So be proud of being 40.
Sound like,
Oh, I'm proud. Just don't want to break no heart.
Nah, I feel you, man.
sound like a few is actually 4.
But I see everything in the background, man. You got the Warriors, you got Wu-Tang, you got Bruce Lee. I noticed a lot of stuff. And listen, you've been inspired a lot by Michael W. Smith, because I heard more than one Michael W. Smith reference on this project, man. Talk to us about that real quick.
What some people don't know is I actually grew up in a Christian household.
Okay.
My father was a pastor, a preacher. So I was surrounded by that. And we lived in the hood, you know, on the projects, whatever. But growing up, my sisters, they used to love CCM music. So they loved that Amy Grant, Michael W. Smith, Stephen Curtis Chapman, Michael English, For Him, all that stuff. So I used to always hear it. And, you know, I came to like, you know, this was even before hip hop. So, you know, my thing is coming in, transitioning to Christian hip hop from where I was, it's just a big influence on me. If you notice, besides one song, which is the Church Boy or Church Boys and Girls, every single title on that record is in reference to a CCM record.
Yeah.
So you got Everything Changes by Kathy Tricoli. You got Who Am I by Margaret Becker. You got In Christ Alone by Michael English. You got Love by Petra. You know, you got Beautiful Bride by Flyleaf. Please Forgive Me by the Crab Family. So I just did it in that way. Like I was honoring the people that came before me, not necessarily in the Christian hip hop realm, but in Christian music. So
That's dope.
That's really dope.
That's really dope. Yeah, I didn't realize. I knew a couple of them were, but I didn't realize. You know, you had every track that was. That's
very
pretty
clever
tight.
too.
Yeah, I really like that.
Even my son's Intermission. He's my son. That's I forget that guy's name. I think Mark Schultz.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you forgot your son's.
I thought
name.
it was like, yo, you don't know your son's name?
Yeah, speaking of your son being on there, I noticed there was a lot of just references to family on there. Like you're trying to like reestablish like the core family for you. Like you have a song about your wife, you have your son on there, you dedicate the album to your mom. Maybe talk about that a little bit. Like what was that like for you, and what's it been like having a support group like that, like your family around you supporting you in your music?
It's super important. You know, family's everything to me. I see a lot of families out there, and you know, I grew up around other people's families, and I see the separation and just how they act. Like we were never like that. You know, my moms and my dad, they were together for a long time till my mother passed. You know, and it wasn't easy. It was a rough time, but we were just always together, and every Sunday it would just be like an event. You know, it was like Thanksgiving all over again. every week. But just having that support, it's big. You know, it's, I don't know. You know, when it comes down to music, I feel like music is a reflection of my life, and I want to give you my life, and I have to include family. You know, if I don't include family, then I'm not giving you my life.
That's good,
Especially my son. You know,
That's
my
good.
son is a major part of my life. You know, that's my legacy right there. So, you know, that's why he's on the album. That's why he's going to continue to be in the videos. He's that's my mini me. That's my right hand man right there. So.
And how much do you think your son has influenced the way you make music right now?
Big time. I mean, before I gave my life to the Lord back in 2012, I was already like cringy every time I put on like a Mobb Deep record or Nas. You know, I was like, something's happening. Like I can't play this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at today's society, they got little girls, you know what I'm saying, dancing to WAP and all that. Like it's crazy. You know, like with me, I was listening to these. I can't listen to this no more.
Yeah.
So when I gave my life to the Lord, it was big. I got rid of all my music. I got rid of my own music. You know, I did a day in. I threw everything out. You know, and God introduced me to Christian hip hop. But it's big time when it comes to my son. I have to be that influence, and not just in lyrics, but in life. So, yeah.
Now, how has he received that? You know, being young, has he even grasped onto that yet to really feel what the influence is that you're, you know, feeding into his life?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we talk like we're grown. You know, he's 10 going on 11.
Wow.
Obviously, he's not grown, but, you know, we talk. And I tell him, I'm like, I think of all the conversations I could have had when I was younger. I love my dad. I was a dad's boy growing up, but there was a major part that was missing, and I'm just trying to you know, do different as a father, and I'm not trying to be his best friend. That is my best friend, but I'm not trying to be his best friend. I'm his father. I'm his dad, his earthly father, and God, you know, entrusted me in being in his life. So that's what I'm gonna do, and you know, he understands it. I mean, it's big.
I love that, man.
And you know, he performs with me, and he does shows, he does interviews with me. I mean, like, he's more ready for prime time than I am. You know, he got his YouTube channel. He walks around with his YouTube shirt, you know, and he loves the Lord. I mean, he loves the Lord, and it's awesome.
How old is your son?
You said 10 going 11?
10. Okay.
I actually love that, man. Like, I was just talking to my son today, and I said the exact same thing to him. Like, I'm going to talk to you like a man. Because a lot of times we forget that we're not raising children. You're raising adults, fully functional. You're supposed to be raising fully functional adults. And so I love the importance of you telling him, or you basically just saying, like, I talk to him like he's a man, because that's inevitably where he will be. And that is your legacy. I think that's a very, very strong thing. And then also that he loves the Lord.
And they say to do that at a young age. We baby talk kids forever, that they, you know, they're growing up in an immature language instead of just talking to them like, you know, like you do normal people.
Right.
And they grow up a little faster.
Because they see you talk to other people the same way.
Yeah.
And now you come in there, and if you change your rhetoric for something like that. So I just want to big that up to you, bro. Like that's an amazing, just as a father, you know what I'm saying? We've seen your son in the videos, and you know what I'm saying, you now you put him into your music, like it gives him a little bit of sense of purpose, and then to also let him know that there's also a purpose for him too. And whenever God allows to give that to him, and he captures it, he know, well, my dad was doing his purpose. And so now it's just good seeds, bro. That's it. Like I just pick you up for that. I wanted to ask you, because I don't know if you answered this when you were talking about the names of the projects, but in every song you have a number. Is that the kind of the similar thing? Like, you don't want to give it to this other Second Samuel. You know you name these songs after other songs, and so you just want to make sure that they don't get that paper too, or
because I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you even knew about it, but last year I put out my debut album. So the story behind this album is you can say this is a re-release, but it's not. That's why I call it the retcon.
Gotcha. Because
I changed something. I changed the origin. I changed the story. I took something out. I added something. So that's what this album's about. So again, I didn't want it to populate with the original songs. So I took a page out of Linkin Park's book when they did Reanimation. That was a remix album to their first album. And each song had some scrambled numbers and letters. That way it had its own place. So that's what I did with this.
I actually thought you was giving out lotto numbers, so I was going to go play them. If I was just going to figure out the order. I'm like, awesome. All right, cool. There we go. Bam. Let's go get a couple $1 million and give it to the other Second Samuel.
So I didn't listen to the first iteration of this album.
You ain't got
so okay, so I just don't know what to expect. So like I just imagined this being the album for what it is. So I'm just wondering, when you came to writing this album, crafting this, and you're choosing beats and stuff, were you going for this like early 2000s, late 90s feel, like G-Unit kind of stuff, or like what was your goal with that, with the overall sound of this album?
My sound is what it is. It's I'm comfortable in my position. I got my demo. My demo is late 20s, early 40s, somewhere in the 50s. Mostly male, which that's sad.
Yeah.
But like that's where I'm at. I mean, listen, I got my opinions about today's game. I got my opinions about how a lot of these artists basically sound the same to me. I came from an era where you couldn't sound the same. Okay. There was no way you were going to get away with that. You had to have your own thing. You had to have your own sound. Especially in New York, you got 5 boroughs.
That's true.
Those boroughs had their own sound.
Right.
And I came from the last borough. I came from the 5th borough, Staten Island, and we only had one sound, and that was Wu-Tang. So my thing is this is where I'm at. I'm comfortable here. I'm an older man that I don't really need to play a young man's sport. And there's really, like, if you listen, I mean, there's some good dudes out there doing, a little bit of boom bap and this and that, and I give them much props. Me, I try to get more gritty, a little more grimier.
Yeah.
So, I hit up people like Marv from O Beats for some beats, Manny Verse World, that dude is sick with the beats as well. So he provided a lot. I got some other producers from back in the day. So, I went through a lot of beats, and I picked and chose what I felt was going to fit, the picture I was trying to paint.
But I like it, man, because so many people get stuck in that ageism with hip hop, which I don't understand. Why other genres of music allow you to, be a certain age and keep making music and stuff like that. And in hip hop, they try to, say you're old, but you don't sound like an old dude trying to make it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're dope at what you do. And my thing is, if you're dope in any style of music, go ahead and do it. And like I said, man, for me,
it's good music.
I'm a fan. Joe Seif was here. He was a fan last week. Luke was a fan.
Yep.
James has been a fan.
Yep.
And our age group still wants to listen to hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
buy music.
There's still that ability to make music for people like us. You know what I'm saying? And this album right here really did it for me, and it brought me back. And you had just so many throwback, skits in there, and throwback things you're saying in the songs and all that. So I think you did a great job with it, bro. I want to get into one of the tracks right now. Beautiful Bride. That's the one you're trying to push, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the new single. That's what I'm pushing right now.
Cool. We're going to play Beautiful Bride, and then we're going to come back with 2 Samuel 151 and talk to him how he feels about this new era of hip-hop a little more in-depth. Go ahead and mute your mic while we're playing music, 2 Samuel, and we will be right back right here on Speak Life Radio.
This is what happens when God shows up. Yeah. You should have never came back. That's what I heard some say. But this here's about Jesus. He's coming back one day. See, the days are getting shorter and the time's running out. I say we get together and show the world what we're about. Check out this body. Ain't talking about thighs or traps. Backyard blackheads lines of this guy who raps. I'm talking about the bride beautiful. Guys, relax, he's coming back. I'ma share it till I collapse. That's what we came for. Different colors walking through the same door. Covered in the blood, might just leave you with a stained floor. I aim for the ones who need it the most. That's me, you, him, all of them, and even your host. So think about it, look around you, take a minute and observe. Everything that's manifesting, it was written in the word. So there's not a better time, whether they pillage or preserve, for us to really stand united and say, Jesus, time for you to lead us. Cause all we tend to do is divide. Either you're with it or you're not, but if you're not, then you'll die. On social media, they feeding you the usual lie. At least the groom coming back for his beautiful bride. Put up, what up? Satan wanna flow, but he got no soul. So I'ma grab the mic, spit a script, and leave him stunned. The son, the one that get it done, and we the beautiful bride. If he mad, I'ma diss him and slide. If he bring his hoard, I got the sword on my side. This the body of Christ, and Christ will provide. Don't get it twisted, sister. This the beautiful bride, picture perfect. Thought I painted a perfect picture with a fat cap and happy little trees to serve his sister. Like a handball court, I was an urban fixture, idolizing violence on the islands where I learned to pitch to anyone willing to donate to my future and they funeral. Sam has a past and I thought you should know. You see, I gave rap up, did the unusual, and for the cream I whip up anything and make it beautiful. From new to old, pitter patter, it didn't matter. Cause I had a dream to move batted and make Jagger. Percy Pringle, I used to have my chips stacked up until the God of Abraham said to the kid, back up. I've been so gone for so long that I could barely hold on. Had to slow down on the highway to hell that I rode on. Thought I would just stroll on, but I was so wrong. And now I belong to a body that formed like Voltron. Put up, what up? Satan wanna flow, but he got no soul. So I'ma grab the mic, spit a script, and leave him stunned. The son, the one that get it done, and we the beautiful bride. If he mad, I'ma diss him and slide. If he bring his hoard, I got the sword on my side. This the body of Christ, and Christ will provide. Don't get it twisted, sister. This the beautiful bride. This the body of Christ, and Christ will provide. Don't get it twisted, sister. This the beautiful bride. This the body of Christ, and Christ will provide. Don't get it twisted, sister. This the beautiful bride. This the body of Christ, and Christ will provide. Don't get it twisted, sister. This the beautiful bride. This the body of Christ, and Christ will provide. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, welcome back to Speak Life Radio right here on Gorilla Cross Radio. That is Beautiful Bride, 2 Samuel 151. And, man, we're fortunate enough to have him live on the line right now.
Fortunate.
Yo, that was – I like that track a lot, bro.
It slaps, dude.
Yeah, it's a great energy in that beat. It drives. You know what I'm saying? The drums at the right like level, and your voice over it. It's just like it's powerful. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a good track.
It's an anthem.
Yeah,
there you go.
People
you
here
go.
in the chat.
I didn't know if he was going to say anything.
Yeah, people
Just
here in
sitting
the
there
chat
looking
are
at us
saying they want to hear you on a track with Corey Red.
He reminds me a lot of Corey Red. He definitely has that feel.
Yeah.
I met him last year at the Kingdom Choice Awards. So
Okay,
nice.
cool, man. How was that? Because I know, he definitely had that style, especially back then, man. We weren't getting a lot of that from the East Coast.
Right.
We had cross movement a little bit,
But they
were a
weren't
little
gritty,
cheesy.
though. They weren't like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were a little cheesy with it.
Yeah, that all sound like gonna beat somebody up.
We didn't have many more, but then we had Corey Red and Precise, and I was like, yo, that's what we're looking for, because we all listen to Mobb Deep. We all listen to Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
We all listen to East Coast hip-hop, but we're not getting that from the Christian realm. And when Corey Red and Precise came out there doing it, that really made us perk up our ears and really dive into that, man. So
I like the way you use just like representation.
has any of that influence from the past influenced your sound right now?
No. No disrespect to them. Corey Red and Precise, some dude, I forget his name, he's from Crossover Church, Pastor Tommy's church, Urban D. And I was over there, I did a performance one Sunday, and while I was at the merch table in the lobby, this guy comes up to me and asks me where I'm from, and I tell him I'm from Staten Island. He's like, yo, for real? You ever heard of Corey Red and Precise? And I'm like, no. he's like, yo, you got to listen to it because Precise is from Staten Island.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. So he put me onto them. But this was years after that album.
Yeah.
And I heard it and I was like, yo, this is dope. I mean, like, yes, like I didn't hear stuff like that. I mean, I love Lecrae. I love the Truth. When I came in, you know, I was banging Bizzle joints, and you know, I got to hear Tripoli and Dayton and all that. But when I heard their music, I was like, okay, so this existed. I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know. But as far as the influence, you know, I was kind of already on what I was on, but I tell you, it did motivate me on still pushing it because I felt like there is. You know, there are people out there that may want to hear what I got to say in this style because obviously they liked it when they did it. And even though it was early 2000s, but, you know, it just gave me a little more hope.
And the problem with the music back then, it was hard to find.
Right.
You know, so now it's a lot more accessible to be able to find artists like that because you had to really search to find, you know, these artists. And, you know, I even caught on to them late. It's not like I jumped on their first album when it first came out, you know. It took a while back then for music to really circulate. And yeah, I mean, you know, I'm glad he was honest and didn't say, oh yeah, huge influence, you know, like be real with it.
You gotta be true to yourself, man.
Obviously you still hear that style, you know, from the same place. So that's what's dope about it. And I love it, man. I grew up on Wu-Tang. I was out here on the West. A lot of times there was the West and East beef and people would get mad if you said you were Wu-Tang over, you know, Death Row or something like that. And it's like, yo, man, that's what I gravitated to the most. I loved it all.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I was listening to all of it, but I gravitated to Wu-Tang, Nas, all them like a lot more.
I blame that East Coast, West Coast battle on why I didn't know Abomatomically was not a word, and it's actually 2 words.
Really?
Yeah. I blame it. I thought Abomatomically was 1 word. I'm like, yo, bro, that has got to be crazy. But it's literally 2 words.
Isn't it I-bomb?
Yeah, I-bomb atomically. Yeah, like, but
I thought we were all reading along in the Source magazine at the same time.
Nah, bro. When I was young, I thought I was like Abomatomically. I'm like, yo, he's so smart.
What's Abomatomically? I'm looking it up. I can't even find it in the dictionary. This guy's so smart.
Yeah, man. But
that's funny.
That's just what it was, man. So let me ask.
No go.
Let me ask you this question, man. Do you appreciate those comparisons, or do you kind of shy away from them? Because I know you said you came up in a time where in hip hop you had to have your own voice. You had to like not sound like anybody. So do you appreciate the comparisons, or do you like, man, miss me with that, man? I've been on this.
I mean, I love the comparisons.
Okay.
We're in an era where you don't really hear too many of them. I mean, Busta Rhymes just dropped an album. I listened to it. It was, you know, bananas. This dude still got it. He's like 78 years old.
B plus. B plus.
You know, yeah. I mean, the Locks dropped an album, straight boom bap. I mean, you know, that's my type of music. That's what they're still putting out, but it's not mainstream anymore. You don't hear meth and red on the radio like you used to back in the early 2000s. So
Gotcha.
It's not really out there. So, I feel like a lot of the comparisons come from a place where since you don't hear those people that much, it brings you back. But if you were really to put me side by side to any of them, I mean, I probably wouldn't even hold a candle, you know, with those guys. But
go ahead, get humble. Go ahead, get humble if you want. Yeah, go ahead. I see what
I'm
you're
just
trying to
saying
do.
you would hear the difference. So I mean, they're not telling me you sound just like this dude or you sound just like that dude.
Yeah.
Most people telling me you remind me of that sound. You remind me of that. You know, this album reminds me of those classic albums where you kind of had to just follow a story. You know, I wanted to take people through a journey in my album. That's why I put some clips from Crossing the Switchblade, because a lot of people, especially in the Christian realm, you know, a lot of people know that movie. You know, their parents know that movie. But that movie just, I mean, every time I watch that movie, it affects me in a different way because it was so real.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Go ahead. I was going to say, and that's why I like the like Quan brought up earlier that, you know, that's how we used to listen to albums. We would listen to a project. It would take us through a journey.
Yeah.
Right.
We'd go into an interlude, and you know what I'm saying, to take us out of it, and we like have to. We would remember the interludes.
Right.
You know, the interludes was a huge part of putting together a journey of an album,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, I appreciate you bringing that back, man. Don't
Now
let
we
that-
live in the single world where it's you just got to drop singles.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep people's attention by putting together a whole journey like that.
I was telling my man Jay Bez not too long ago. I was like,
Never
you
heard of
know, I'm the type that I don't like to keep putting out trailers.
Yeah.
A trailer.
you want the
trailer.
movie
You
out.
know, it's time for the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Feature
give me the
film.
movie. I'm gonna give you the movie. You know, and even the intro to the album, it reflects on where I'm about to come from. You know, you hear a remote control. Like who has a remote control where you actually hit a clicker? You know, like I'm clicking through channels.
I use Siri.
You know, I'm bringing you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Like Siri, change the channel. I don't want to get up. You know, like
Yeah.
right now, that's just how it is. So I start with that. I start with the old 70s intro, going into the They Live joint and going from there. So
Those things have soul too, though.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I really dig the whole album. You know me. We talked offline a little bit. I talked about how it was. Oh, sorry. He keeps telling me I'm looking at the wrong place, but I see you on this screen over here. So I'm gonna look right here. So then it actually looks like I'm looking at you. All right, here we go. I forgot what I was talking about now.
You heard the whole album. You know what I'm saying? You talk back and forth.
I heard the whole album. We talked back and forth, and I said, you know, it's a little backloaded to me, and so there's just philosophies around like why the album should be laid out this way. And obviously, if you're telling a story that works, I just thought, you know, like I'm just rehashing so then people feel like they're part of our conversation now.
Yeah.
I just thought like the last 4 tracks were the best part of this, the best part of the thing. Maybe that's the payoff. That's the climax of the movie then, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Endgame. Everybody,
Right.
you know, they were critical about Endgame. Why? Because it dragged on. But I mean, you needed that entire story to
Right.
understand what was going to happen in the end. So yeah, it dragged, but I was fine. I was awake for them 3.5 hours.
It's good.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm good. You know, I need the story. So, you know, if you think about it, when you do a record, the way I learned how to do a record, from the greats, is you put, you know, you got that intro song that just sparks off that whole thing, and then you get into a couple of your singles, and sometimes the singles are a little more poppier than others, and you take it from there. You get into some more sentimental joints, the joints that hit your heart, and then you end that album on some like craziness, like Tyson Holyfield, November 28. You know,
Right,
two old
right.
men going at it. You know, let's go.
Yeah.
So it's a creative choice of how you started because you see it a certain way. But what about the listeners who may listen to a song and be like, well, let me ask you this. Do you think songs have a sound of where they should be placed on a track, on a playlist, right? Because I heard the last song and I was like, oh, this sounds like an out the gate track number 2 or 3 at the least. You know, do you subscribe to that idea that songs have a sound of where they can be placed?
Especially because we live in a single generation. We don't know if your listeners are gonna go to all the way to track 11 to hear your best song.
No, and I don't expect the little guys to do that.
Okay.
I don't. You know, by the second song, they probably like, yo, I got to go back and play some video games or watch a YouTube video. It's all good. I mean, like, I place my songs strategically. You know, I start with the intro song, which is "Who Am I?" Off the gate, who am I? I'm nobody without Christ. So that's how it is. And when it comes to the heartfelt joints, I put that in the middle because where is your heart? It's in the middle. So, you know, I took that to that point, and then I just love, which is the last joint. Love is above all everything. You know, I mean, it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
God gave us love. He is love. So that's how I have to end my record, you know, with love, you know, and just go off into the sunset.
I think if people know that, about the project, and it makes it a little bit more easier to listen to, right? When we hear like Kendrick Lamar puts an album together because he did it forwards and backwards, it makes it more easier to listen to because you're like, oh, I'm missing it.
Yeah.
It's a journey here. This is actually something like, oh, he put the heart in the middle because
It makes you go back and
yeah. You know, now we want to see how clever you are because you obviously put thought into all of these things, right? You know what I'm saying? You're not not a lyricist. You have power and presence on a track, but you still say something. And so that makes me think, oh, now I'll listen to it differently. So I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's funny is after I heard you last week, I went back and looked through my playlists and stuff, and I had already playlisted a song that you did with DJ Lawson Found. And can you talk about collabing with him and being on that project? That's one of my favorite projects of the year as well.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he did what a lot of people should be doing. You know, big ups to DJ Lawson Found, big up to Dayton, people that actually did something different and just said, you know what, let's go out, let's get these people in, you know, whether they sign or unsigned, let's just make it happen. So shout out to DJ Lawson Found. He waited for a very long time to do it. He hit me up. I don't even remember how I met him, to be honest, but we met online.
Nobody knows how they met DJ Lawson Found. We're just all friends with him, though. You know what I'm saying?
Still can't remember.
We found him. So
Exactly.
You know, that's how it is. I think it was just something. You know, he was talking to one of my peoples, and you know, I was like, all right, let me holler at him and see if we could work together. So I was supposed to meet him at Kingdom Choice Awards last year, and I went over there with my homie DJ Mr. E from Miami.
Okay.
And
That's a name.
he wasn't there. I mean, he was lost. You know, ain't nobody found him that night. He never came. So, you know, I met his peoples. I met Rise Worldwide, and so we just kept in contact. And he was telling me about the project, and he was like, "Yo, I got this beat. I think you'd be great for it. It's a boom bap beat, and I want to do a cipher joint on it." I was like, "Send me the beat." So he sent it to me. I didn't hear nobody else's verse. I'm sure this is how everybody got it.
Right.
And then he did send me a version with everybody else's verse. But
And you murdered it.
I did what I did.
Okay.
You know
I did what I did.
Go ahead. Stay humble.
I mean, listen, man, there was people on there. I mean, the cat that set it off. I mean, Hurt was on there.
Okay.
I mean, there was some cats that just murdered that beat. And after I heard the final product, I felt like, man, I'm probably not even supposed to be on this joint. But, you know, I was humble because a lot of people did come at me and they were like, yo, I mean, like, I respect that. You came with that.
That's dope, man.
You know, that nostalgic style, and you did what you did. But,
That's cool.
you know, shout out to DJ Lawson Found, man.
Yeah.
Rock the Mic. That's my favorite joint. I'm very partial when it comes to that album because I'm on it. So, yeah.
It's dope, man. That whole album is dope. We talked to him, you know, when it came out. So if you guys don't have that, make sure you get that album too. 2 Samuel 151's new album is out right now as well. So make sure you guys go get that. We're going to close this interview out with another song. I'm going to let Luke pick the song that we're going to play from this album.
Oh, man. Oh, put me on the spot. Oh, crap.
Don't pick a 5-minute joint because you know Paul ain't gonna play.
Yeah, I'm not playing 5 minutes, bro.
Hold on. Let me go to it real quick. Sorry. I
But
wasn't
real
ready
quick,
for this.
let everybody know where they can find you and where they can follow you and where are you headed next? Are you going to be doing any shows? Are you into doing shows? You just like making records?
No, I mean shows. That's the stage is like my other home. So I love doing shows. I haven't really booked. I mean, I kind of did. I just don't remember what I booked because I've been so busy with this album. But I'm sure there's shows coming up, and once I remember them, I'm sure I'm posting them.
Okay.
But for now, you know, you can follow me on all social media at 2 Samuel 151. I'm on all digital platforms with the album, with other singles. And there's more to come, you know, and I got some other projects with some other people coming. And just shout out to the whole Beautiful Bride and all my peoples and all of y'all, man.
Dope.
You already know.
That's 2 Samuel 151. And Luke, what song we getting into?
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me
Please
for not knowing what song I was going to pick. This is Please Forgive Me, and he did pick the 5-minute song. He did pick the 5-minute song, so we'll play most of it. But 2 Samuel, we appreciate it, man. We will definitely be in contact again, man. Have to get you on the show again, for sure. We appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm coming out there, man.
Okay. Please come out to Vegas, man. Everybody we've talked to on the show has said they're coming out to Vegas. And
on.
so far, Nobody has yet. Hurt is actually going to be here live on Friday. When's Black Friday?
That is the 27th.
So Hurt will be live in the studio with my boy Dave D Beats on Friday the 20th.
Oh, nice.
He will be doing a whole album listening session in the studio. So that's going to be fun. But anyways, this is Please Forgive Me right here. 2 Samuel 151 featuring Press Box. So the whole Press Box.
The whole thing.
So it's a very long song, guys. But we appreciate it, man. We will be back with live music and video reviews. We're giving away $10 to the best video and to the best song tonight on the show. Make sure you tune in live, share the show, share the live stream if you're watching on Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. We're everywhere. We'll be right back.
What brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes to each state I stayed in, each caper I played in, each gamma I laid in, but still afraid to engage in anything after a night at the days in. It's gotta be the boy who thought he had it from the get. Hit the ground running, foundation wasn't set yet. Pouring out liquor for homies who ain't dead yet. Pressing up the bricks, man, I was dead set. Rapping was my best bet, even did away with all my virtues. For my name to pop, I made a switch and went commercial. Anything to keep me from the church pews, honest to God. But then again, I wasn't honest to God. I knew about him, read about him, even saw him with my own eyes. But violence in the crib had me believing my own lies. Then I hit rock bottom, needed redemption like a charge. Can't just wait until my phone dies. Please forgive me.
I need your grace to make it through. All I have is you. I'm at your mercy. Lord, I'll serve you until my dying days. Help others find a way. I'm at your mercy.
Please forgive me for not returning your calls. I've been dealing with death, overwhelmed by the loss, focusing on my health. This life will give you withdrawals when you come of age and start calculating the cost. When you the one in the front, is it worth it to be the boss? Some people just want the status, I don't need it at all. You see, my circle is small, I got trust issues. Think about it, it gets deep when too many people's involved. Pete, all my life I've been blessed with divine intervention. I did some dirt, but I always did it with good intention. Putting food on the table, we gotta eat. Listen, if you my homie, I promise that we gon' eat forever. The way this world works, this whole world hurts. And you a target till they put you in the world's dirt. But you don't see it, too busy chasing the world work. These people praising God, but they doing it on the devil's turf.
Forgive me. I need your grace to make it through. All I have is you. I'm at your mercy. Lord, I'll serve you until my dying days. Help others find a way. I'm at your mercy. Please forgive me. Promise to love you. I need your grace to make it through.
Yo, on rainy days I sit back and count ways I doubt grace. Ain't even posting about love, I'm posting about race. The way the crowd hates can't even come out safe. How do I make this right without an about face? I'm acting high and mighty, but that's just a turn off. Giving all these heads tips, they'll probably get burned off. Went from opening up the God to opening up the Smirnoff. Why is it so hard to turn the urn off? I bet this wouldn't be happening if I was playing my part the way I did from the start. When I first gave you my heart, thought it'd be easier displaying this art. But I found out that's not the case if I'm just making this art. Still you don't regret it, your unmerited love for me. I didn't earn it, you just gave it, shed your blood for me. Gotta commit, so today is the start of my ending. When I stop pretending, please forgive me.
Why don't you stop crying about the sins of the past? Stop paying for those sins. Man, it's all paid up. It's free. All you have to do is just accept it. Just open up your hearts and let all that bitterness run out. Let Jesus Christ come in.
Yes, forgiveness. I need your grace to make it through. All I have is you. I'm at your mercy. Lord, I'll serve you until my dying days. Help others find a way. I'm at your mercy.
Yeah, that is 2 Samuel 151 with Please Forgive Me right here, Speak Life Radio live music and video review show. Listen, man, go get the album right now. Just search 2 Samuel 151. All of his music will pop up, so make sure you check him out today. Listen, man, we have a lot of music to review, a lot of videos. I'm hoping we have more videos of music because what's going to happen is we're going to skip around and try to target more of the videos. That's how we do it on the show. I'm your host, Quan59, here with my man, James Mays.
Yeah.
And Luke DiMarzio. Did I even introduce you? I feel like I haven't said your name today.
No, you have. We're
Okay.
good.
All right,
We're
just
good.
making sure, man.
Everybody, Luke's on the show.
To make sure I give you a proper introduction.
Here I am.
I don't know
I'm
if you
here.
guys knew, but he's on the show.
Yeah,
today.
if you guys didn't wonder who the other guy is.
But listen, man, we do have a lot to review on the show today. And I know this first one, I know how it is when I open Spotify, I have to log in. But this is, go ahead.
Who uses Spotify, man?
I do.
Most people.
Did you hear what Spotify did, though?
No, what they do?
They changed up their deal so you can pay different if you want to be boosted, like if you want your listens to be boosted, so they can like fabricate that for
here's
money.
the thing. I think they've had fake numbers forever. Because you know, at the end of the year, all the artists get their numbers and they post them everywhere.
So true.
Right.
So if you give them fake numbers, what are they going to do?
They gonna
Oh my
post
gosh,
it.
I got way more than I thought. So now we're
Right.
sharing Spotify.
Right.
And they've been doing that for the last 3 or 4 years. And I know some of these artists don't have those numbers.
So now you can now you can pay for that. Yeah.
You can pay for it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it on one of the songs I have up on Spotify. Say I got 1 million views on this one, 1 million listens.
I'm going to do it on my podcast.
Yeah.
But listen, man, this first one is Jericho. It's called The Storm Rolls On. It's a song, folks.
Should have been called The Walls or something.
Right here. Speak Life music and video review show. Trying to get this all straight. Here we go. Well, we're not playing that. Here we go. Sorry, folks. I have a lot of stuff going on all at once. There's only one of me.
I think you're good, man. Get those people.
Bring the drums in.
I've seen your heartache, I felt your shame. I've seen your struggle, I felt the rain, and I know the storm rolls on. I've seen your heartache, I felt your shame. I've seen your struggle, I felt the rain, and I know the storm rolls on. She's cried 1,000 tears, rolling, rolling, rolling down the boulevard of her own feet. Rolling, rolling, rolling. When she puts that flame to the spoon, she conversates with the man on the moon. She's high. She don't wanna come down. I've seen your heartache, I felt your shame.
Yeah, right?
I've seen your struggle, I felt the rain, and I know
It's definitely
the
smooth.
storm
beat's dope.
rolls on. I've seen your heartache, I felt your shame.
Minimal.
I've seen your struggle, I felt the rain, and I know
Boy, riding that beat, I'm saying.
the storm rolls on. I've shed some tears and Lord, I've cried, but sometimes I just want to just wanna die. I was young and I was dumb, but man, I was just a kid. I was just a kid. What did I ever do to deserve what he did? All this hurt and all this pain and all this shame and all this guilt built inside my innocent head. I've seen your heartache, I felt your shame. I've seen your struggle, I felt the rain, and I know the storm rolls on. I've seen your heartache, I felt your shame. I've seen your struggle, I felt the rain, and I know the storm rolls on. I too felt all alone.
All right, that is Jericho with The Storm Rolls On. When it's just audio tracks, we're playing about 2.5 minutes of each song. Really cool track right there, man. Something different from him. How'd you feel about it, Luke? I'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I always love Poetics. Poetics is a really good producer, and so when I hear Poetics bring the drums in, I'm ready for something that's gonna slap. And so
there you go.
Whenever so it starts out, it's like all Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun vibe with the guitars, and then it's Poetics bring the drums in, and I'm like, wait a second, and then it's just like laid back, chilling. We're like driving through the country, you know, like with the straw in our mouth, you know, just letting the breeze blow through our hair, you know. But it was cool. It was kind of reminiscent again of like an era of music for me, like early 2000s, you know, like Uncle Kracker, maybe a little Yellow Wolf reminiscent there for me. It was really good. I like the mix. I like the story that you told. It was just different. I guess that's the first thing I thought. I was like, wow, this is way different than anything I've heard on this show, at least. And so I appreciate that, at least. And so we got to get a number, put a number on.
We're doing
song.
ratings again, folks. So if you guys missed the last couple shows, not only are we critiquing the song, but we're giving a rating system 1 through 5, and we can get decimal points. You know what I'm saying? We can give 3.5, 3.7, however you feel. And what we want you guys to do in the comments too is rate this song in the comments. Let us know how you feel 1 through 5. Let us know.
All right, I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5. All right.
3.5. Wow.
And I know, he's definitely been very diverse. There's songs where they're rapping. There's songs, with the group he's in, different things. So definitely something I wasn't surprised to hear from him, because he definitely is always very versatile in his music. So I thought it was really smooth, man. Like I said during the song, it sounded like a little country pop, EDM. They had that little break in there. So I thought it was dope, man. I think he's a really dope artist. And he's not scared to submit something to a hip-hop show that's not necessarily hip-hop, because I think he knows we're a fan anyway. So we're going to play it. So I will give it, because the mix was so good, man. It was so smooth.
Man, say that.
I'm going to have to give that a 3.9.
All right. Yeah, man, I think it was definitely an above average song. If I was just to talk about the ride of the beat, the mix was amazing, but like the way that they sat on it was minimal. The right tone for that track. I love when music becomes a world. Like, me and Luke saw the same things and did not talk about it. Driving down a road where there's no lights, like it's just a long road, and maybe you're looking at the crops, and you're trying to look down the aisles, you know what I'm saying, of just driving down it, and the the LUTs that you have on the video footage is like sepia, it's just like, it was definitely one of those vibes, man. So you did a great job in that. I'm gonna go 3.9 also, because I felt like it was one of those great on the album, not a single tracks.
Yep.
But it would definitely make me want to listen to the rest of it. 3.9.
3.9. All right. We have some 3.5s. We have a 3.8, a solid 4.
I see that.
Another 3.8, a 3.5, a 4.25. You're getting really technical.
Right, man. Who got
with,
that change?
And listen, man, I commented it on YouTube. Our show is too dope to have 5 people in YouTube, 10 people on Twitter, 11 people on Facebook. So please do us a favor and share the show. I know it's late. I know that's why sometimes on Tuesday nights the numbers are a little lower. But we need your help to spread the word because we're playing your music. We could just make music ourselves and play our own music. But we need you guys to share the live video stream with your people. Post it up on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever social media platform you use the most. Do that for us, especially if you submit a song and you don't even share. That's whack.
Let me ask you a question, Quiet. Like, how many submissions you think we have today? Just ballpark. You don't have to be accurate.
Don't have to be accurate.
More than 15?
Yeah, 20.
20 people, right? So 20 people could at least bring 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going pyramid scheme on this, baby.
Bring it to the party. Bring your people to the party.
Yo, hey, come listen to my song. They're going to play it on this show, and they kind of dope.
Maybe we should do a pyramid scheme on here.
That's what we should do.
Because I see a lot of people on social media that jump into those pretty easily. So maybe that's the problem. Or maybe a Ponzi scheme.
Hey, guys, I got this opportunity.
You bring in
for
10 people, and we'll give you $10 each. And then you give them $10 each.
Ooh.
Or what if we see that someone shared it and they get theirs listened to earlier or something?
I mean,
listen, man.
It all plays into the point of bring people to the show so they can listen to your music also.
Right. Don't make us start being like other, people that do these reviews.
And I don't like other people a lot.
We're gonna charge. We're gonna, you gotta pay to get your song bumped to the top. But listen.
Hey, I'm gonna vote against that. Quan said to me personally he might never ever do that because you're making them think about it. It's on you guys, man.
It's on you guys.
On you guys.
But some people, I'm not gonna name any names, but some, websites they charge for reviews.
Name like 2 names.
Zilla Rap.
Okay, got you.
Zilla Rap. This next song is Melancholy. This next song is Melancholy Moss.
It's an interesting name.
The name of the song is God Mode. Right here. Speak Live Radio.
It's God's Mode. Melancholy.
Here's a lesson, it's a blessing in disguise. Chosen for this mission, heard you gotta pick a side. Was a fight against the wrong, was done in dark, comes to light. Nitty with an attitude, channeling Eric Wright. Easy as the globe change, Fiji like a soul cleanse. Been to hell and back, store treasure when it all ends. Revelations are a masterpiece. Left in 99 to come after me. Temptations made me timid, visions very vivid. Generation that we live in, getting worse to raise a kid in. Lord Jesus, I repent for what the soul's caused. Closed doors, lost sons in this cold world. Veiled torn staircase, was your son born? Walk through the valley as the sun turned. See freedom, all that I know. When your heart's aligned, that's when I got flow. Don't make mistakes, as far as I know. Time to feed the nation. I'm talking 5 loaves. See the truth is here, but on a side note, every day above ground's a blessing. God mode. Don't make mistakes, as far as I know. Time to feed the nation. I'm talking 5 loaves. See the truth is here, but on a side note, every day above ground's a blessing. God mode.
I rebuke Satan in the name of Jesus. That's the stasis of the beast when you around other believers. But believe it, I'm a preacher to the heathen and the saved too. Cause a lot of Christians won't admit what they enslaved to. Freedom in God and cool how we don't collide. It's true how when believers come together and assemble, it's like woo ha. I can't be plaguing with hell, homie, it is too hot. I'm concerned with where you going, why are you not even concerned a little? You like to burn a little, you like to earn a little cash, but homie, cars crash and money fails. My God forever lasts in the end. We need forgiveness from our sins, so take him up on his remittal. Oh yeah, he'll never leave you, he's always there to lead you. Even if a famine strikes the land, he'll hold your hand. I know his plan for me isn't as plain as the eye sees, but I trust him even if there's wind and super high seas.
Don't make mistakes, as far as I know. Time to feed the nation. I'm talking 5 loaves. See the truth is here, but on a side note, every day above ground's a blessing. God mode. Don't make mistakes, as far as I know. Time to feed the nation. I'm talking 5 loaves. See the truth is here, but on a side note, every day above ground's a blessing. God mode. God mode.
Yeah.
right, Melancholy Moss featuring Frank Nitty. Right here, Speak Life Radio. That is called God Mode. The video's cool, man. I wasn't in love with the look of the video. It looked like it was low budget, which I believe it was. But at the same time, the song itself, I think, took me away from the video, so I wasn't as disturbed about the video as I was at first when I was seeing kind of the grainy footage. Some of it just looked, really grainy. They weren't doing a lot. They're rapping in front of the camera. I like more concept videos. The second verse, when it kicked in, I'm like, I'm not going to like this dude.
That's what you thought?
Yeah.
But as it went on.
When he first came in, he didn't come in strong, but then he was really going in his verse. I'm like, okay, cool. He came on to me.
That's what she said.
Wait. Yeah.
Pause.
Got to be a better way to say that.
Pause.
And what was your response? Seems like a nice guy.
God mode.
God mode.
But I ended up liking his verse. I just didn't like how he came in. I think he could have come in the verse better.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna let James go.
I'm gonna be an
What's your number though?
Yeah. What's your what rate? What do you rate?
702. Oh,
yeah. What's your number, man?
Let's keep it going.
I will give it, because it was a video and the video needed more work.
Okay.
I give it a 3.1.
I can respect that. I think
You have to, because
it's yours, right? This is your
show.
This is your right. So I definitely think that me and Luke should have been in that video, because if it was bright hoodie season, we were definitely not cast correctly. Yeah, the lime green, the purple. Duh, come on, mustard and ketchup.
I just feel like a salt and pepper shaker in between a ketchup and mustard bottle.
This whole show is a dining room table.
We're a dining room table.
So, okay,
mustard, how do you feel?
Mustard, here we go. So as the song, I think the song was like dry, right? They didn't have a lot of effects or anything on their voice. It was just like, this is us. It was almost like a live show in a studio that they all takes to do it, right? And I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the beat was good enough to actually put a little bit extra to it, but they just did minimal. And then the second verse, I respect it. It just didn't seem comfortable. He didn't seem comfortable. And I respect the lyrics. I respect the cadence that you said, all right, I'm going to go all 24 bars of this.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like it was coming from your soul. It felt like it was coming off of the paper.
Yeah.
Video, I mean, with Quan, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of the scenes had good lighting, but it wasn't a lot, and it was just mostly performance.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just cast me and Luke next time, and we'll just be the background dancers.
What's the number you give it?
I'm going to give it a 2.9.
All right. Okay.
Luke.
Yeah, I had issues with the performances as well. I felt like, well, first off, the beat just failed me. I was like, so the beat is okay. I was ready for it to elevate, like kick into another gear at some point, and it kept getting more simple as the song went on. And that I was getting worn out on the song, like before the guy in the second verse even started rapping. But the performances did seem like they were just live performances. I felt like in the first verse, the performance was a little spastic, like he's trying to catch up with the beat in certain spots because he said too many words, too fast, and then he's trying to say them fast again to remember where the beat is, and it keeps doing that a little bit. And then when the beat drops out at the beginning of verse 2, he comes in really good, but he's not really owning it. There's no guts there. He's like not just like he's like a little too timid, I guess. Yeah,
Gotcha.
on there. So I felt like, man, I think just practicing that performance, like, and you think sometimes as an artist, you think your performance is what you do on the stage. No, your performance starts in the booth.
Definitely.
And so you got to get that performance down because it's going to come across in how you record. So, yeah.
Say that again, man. The performance starts in the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. A lot of artists don't realize that. It's true. What's your number?
2.25.
2.2. Wow. That is a lot of different digits.
Yeah.
We're tough tonight.
2 1/4 if we're doing fractions.
2 1/4.
All right, next song we got. It's MCKO. It's called Dedication. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right or not. It's called Dedication right here. Speak Live Radio Live music and video review.
Well, you just spelled it.
Yo, yo. It's MCKO.
Yeah, I got it right.
Good job.
Knockout.
Yo, God has called me to do so much. And there's only so much I can do. I'm trying to be a boxer, a rapper, a YouTuber, film director. I just want to be everything he wants me to be. Look, I got so much on my shoulders. I know I can take it. I'm one of God's warriors that war against Satan. I ain't folding under pressure. I know I was born for greatness, and I'm only getting better. What you know about dedication, huh? Dedication, this my dedication. My wife by my side, yo, God is so amazing.
Why you
Came at the right time, but I had to stay patient. I live a nice life, and that's why they be hating, yeah. I ain't scared of the dark, tell the world I'm a man now. They been sleeping on my art, this ain't no campground. This my soul and spirit, this is who I am now. And someday I'ma give my mom a grandchild. This is for my son or daughter, I'll be a wonderful father. I'll be the best I can be, you'll see it eventually. This my spirit speaking louder than the demons in my life. They don't want me preaching, they want me to be a quiet guy. But I'ma shine just like the sun, you know the one that died for us. He's knocking down my obstacles like David did Goliath, bro. Anything is possible, I'm trusting in his timing. I'ma go around the globe or I'ma die trying. My biggest goal is winning souls, now how about you? I'm living for a bigger purpose, fighting for the truth. Every day I'm killing serpents, in his name I rebuke everything that's trying to hurt me. In the dark I'm shining through. This my heart you listen to when I be spitting in the booth. Oh, I am living proof of everything my God can do. Yo, you can hide from him and you will never find a loophole. Find me in the boxing gym or find me in the studio. So much on my shoulders, I know I can take it. I'm one of God's warriors at war against Satan. I ain't folding under pressure, I know I was born for greatness, and I'm only getting better. What you know about dedication, huh? Dedication, this my dedication. My wife by my side, yo, God is so amazing. Came at the right time, but I had to stay patient. I live a nice life, and that's why they be hating. This my dedication, and this is dedicated to all my friends and family who praying that I make it. To every single hater who not even on my wavelength. When I meet my maker, hope he say congratulations. There's a war outside for your soul and mind. There's more to life than blowing smoke in the sky.
Hey, that's that little boy.
There is no high like the most high. God is alive, he cannot die. Oh yeah, look at all the blessings, all this love, I gotta spread it. I hope you find my message, I don't want you to be jealous. Everybody's got a purpose, keep on searching, you will find it. Ain't nobody perfect except Jesus, he is righteous, yeah. He led by example. He did. Then he bled up on the cross. Yeah. You can't lose if you gamble. Your entire life on God. Believe that. And that's on God, yeah. Yeah. Love MCKO.
Yo, MCKO dedication right here. Speak Live Radio Live music and video review show. Hold on, my bad. It was a cool track. It got very old after a while to me. His flow did. It just sounded too much of the same. He wasn't doing a lot.
Yep.
Every verse sounded the same. It sounded like he, like you said, the performance starts in the booth. This sounds like a song that would be kind of hard for him to perform live, because I feel like he spliced in a lot.
Right.
Because there was no breath. It was just no. It was that same tone for 4 minutes.
Right.
After a while, that gets really old. I know you did have that breakdown near the end where it changed up a little bit, and you kind of did a sing-songy thing that didn't fit that well to me. I'm not sure how old this dude is. I thought he was a lot younger when he said a wife. I was really thinking he was like 14, 15, 16.
Right. I mean, it depends on what country he's from.
Yeah, he could be in Utah. I don't know.
Different country, Utah. But so that kind of threw me off. So I think he's older than I thought. So I was giving him a break when I thought he was like 16.
Right.
But now that he's a little bit older, you know, I think you should be a little more advanced in your music. I think that it was saying it was his debut album. So I'm not sure how long he's been making music. It doesn't matter if you're 40. If you just started making music yesterday, you're not going to be super tight. It was cool. And I think this artist has potential. He has a cool look. He had, when you were saying that boy rapping on stage with him, he was rapping the hook, and that little boy's rapping about something about my wife, the wife part.
Yeah.
And that to me looks funny on the video when you
Right.
have, he was definitely like a 12 or 13-year-old kid.
Right.
It was cool. You're a boxer too. I want to see some boxing highlights.
Right.
Are you a good boxer? Are you good?
Probably not. Probably.
Are you am I giving you a 1.5 on boxing? But I think that would have been dope to actually really see him in the gym,
Yeah.
training, or even like a real fight. I think that would have been dope to put some of that footage in so we could actually see.
Yeah.
We see that you rap because you're rapping right now. But all these other things you're saying you're doing, are you really doing them? Or are you just, I do this, and this, because we hear that all the time. I would have loved to see some boxing footage in here from him.
Are you saying you want to see where his dedication is in its other
I just wanted, I just think it would have made good parts in the video.
For me, the funniest thing was God created me to do so much, and it's only so much I can do. Like, if that's not a "it is what it is" kind of comment, it was amazing to open your song like that.
But then he lists like 15 things that he can do.
Those are the so much things.
Right. That's a lot. I mean, that's so much. Yeah.
I can mow the grass. I can.
I just love that comment. God
Wash
only created
windows.
me to do so much, and it's only so much I could do. Like, duh.
I'm a rapper. I'm an astronaut.
But as the song progressed, I didn't think that it was. I didn't think you gave your all. It did seem kind of like lackadaisical, and it was. I agree with Quan about the tone. It just kind of got like, all right, I get it. Switch it up, and especially if a song is gonna be like that long, right?
Right.
You got to be able to switch the flow sometimes, because I almost know you're better than what that song is. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got like 5 or 6 songs, you send this one in, it's not the greatest, but then the other ones are like really kind of highlighted. And in case of the video, it was just kind of like found footage, just shot footage from some shows, footage of,
Right.
You did really good with putting B-roll in there, so I appreciate that. It wasn't just a performance video. So
But
yeah,
that's why I feel like the B-roll of him boxing and doing these other things
Actual
that would've been-
boxing, yeah, that would've been dope.
would have made it really dope instead of just standing in the ring with his homies,
Right.
which is cool. But then even some of the scenes in there, they're like looking back to see like something's going on in the background.
Yeah.
And they're looking back, and it's like that shot shouldn't even been in the video.
why edit that in, right?
Exactly.
And you mentioned, the song was called Dedication. And for me, did you mention that he just started music? Is that
I have no idea.
okay? Got you. Well, whatever the truth about that
They said
statement
it
is.
was the debut album.
Got you.
I saw that on his
Debut
cover.
album.
Yeah.
So I think what artists know is that the song's beats typically speak to an artist, and I'm done soon. Beats speak to an artist, right? This song the beat didn't sound like dedication to me. It gave off a different vibe. I can't even figure out what it vibe, because I was trying to listen to the song.
Yeah.
But it didn't sound like dedication in opposed to other songs that I've heard named dedication or motivation, or you know what I'm saying. They have a sound to it. So let the beat speak to you a little bit more as an artist.
Right. Speaking of the beat, I felt like the mix on the beat needed a little more low end. There was a lot of highs in there, and so there wasn't like a lot of underneath what's happening. Also that thing we're all I wanted to talk about how it all sounded the same, and I think you had a good hook there, but there just wasn't anything to set it apart from everything else. You still had the vocal doubling going on. Your vocal tone was still in the same spot as you were in the verses, so just something to give it a little more oomph or take something away so that you're like, oh, we're at the hook now. This is the hook. And yeah, another note I had, it was, man, we're 3 songs in, and this is the second song someone rebukes Satan. So I mean, CHH isn't dead, huh?
At all, man. Rebuke him.
So no, but I thought it was good. None of us gave numbers.
I give it a. I'm giving it a 2.9.
Yeah, I'm 2.8.
I go 2.5.
And I want to see him more. I know he has potential. And the thing we talk about a lot on the show is a lot of times the people you work with in the studio, behind the scenes, can help bring you out as an artist.
Yeah.
So knowing that if he was in the studio with us, and even with the advice we gave, I know we can make this song a lot better. So it's not necessarily the artist. Sometimes it's the people that are saying, yeah, it's dope, it's good, the song's finished, when in all actuality, you probably need some more work. You might need some change-ups. You might need to change up the beat. Don't get so happy with the finished product that you're just happy that it's finished. If it's not 100% yet.
Yeah. But then once again, just like maybe coming in his corner, no boxing pun intended. It's his it's his debut project, and so maybe he doesn't know to have that many people around him, So
well, that's what I'm saying.
But it's really good. It's really good advice. If you don't have those people, get those people.
All right, next song we got The Journalist with an unreleased track.
Oh man, here we go.
And he's giving me a free T-shirt too. So he said it has nothing to do with giving me a good rating tonight. But listen, don't submit a song and then DM me trying to give me something. I'm joking, man. We appreciate it. This is called Chase You.
Give it to me. I say you got a good song.
Unreleased. He got something for you too.
Oh, well, this is about to be the best.
I didn't want to say that in front of Luke. Like, you got 2 of the 3 of us a Christmas gift.
That's because Luke act like he don't like us.
Do you want to have Luke? Oh no, I gave one to Jose. I mean, because E-Dub got gifts delivered and never showed up again.
Yeah, man, we miss you, bro. Hope you're doing well.
He's not watching. This is Chase You from The Journalist right here, Speak Life Radio.
They say I gotta chase my dreams, but all I wanna do is chase you. They say I gotta make it to the top, but I'd rather bow down to you. I wasn't raised in these streets, I was raised on these beats. From the land of the cold where thugs raise in the heat. Forget hands, how my rhymes aim to raise your feet. Opening doors to the place of the golden streets. Please believe, yo, these bars, they won't deceive. Rhymes in my head, no need for tricks up my sleeve. Authentic lyrics that show you what I truly believe. We're all broken by sin since Adam and Eve. Jesus took our sin, restores our peace, broke the leash. I was sinking so deep, climbing the mountain. Yeah, his hands on me, so don't become a fan of me. We're all family. Body of Christ, moving in unity. CHH, all about that community. We repping Christ, even after eulogies. Beautiful bars, made to set the captives free. They say I gotta chase my dreams, but all I wanna do is chase you. They say I gotta make it to the top, but I'd rather bow down to you. Yeah, the words like headphones, noise canceling, and since it cancel, man, the cross cancels it. Forget those politics, seek true counsel, man. Add up all your blessings and count real slow, fam. He's the judge and the jury, his hand on the gavel. Divine artists won't let the fabric unravel. Arson of these bricks on this road that we travel. I'm coming fully armed with these weapons for the battle. Clay pots and lamps make my enemies scramble. My mind is like playing a game of Scrabble. Words floating up in space, I'm confused like Babel. I was tempted by flesh, now I'm turning the channel. Sexual sin, living with deep wounds and scars. Freedom is now found in your wounds and scars. This life gets hard, but you guide my steps. I see your hands now as I stand here and reflect. They say I gotta chase my dreams, but all I wanna do is chase you. They say I gotta make it to the top, but I'd rather bow down to you. Yeah, we're all chasing something with every single stride. I used to chase the dreams that I hid deep inside. A man who was epitomized by my pride, burned by the flames, but then got turned that tide. Christ cleaned me up like a box of Tide. On the solid rock is where I now reside. Walking on the narrow path, I'm forsaking the wide. Doing my part to help build up his bride. Life is all about the relentless pursuit. Are you chasing that loot in that new finest suit? You'll find out what you pursue while it soon chases you. Are you tired out from running? Take a sip of this truth. This that living water that truly satisfies. Eyes lifted high, I'm chasing the prize. Hear them say well done as this gate's open wide. That's why I spend my days preaching the truth over lies. They say I gotta chase my
All right, that is The Journalist, Chase You right here, Speak Life Radio Live music and video review. James, I'm gonna start with you first, bro.
All right, so we've heard a lot of music. We've heard enough music from The Journalist. I feel like he raps better than this. I felt like some of those punches were a little bit forced. I can't even like pull some of them off my mic because I when I heard him, I was just like, oh, come on, bro. And then the chorus was really busy. Was really busy, you know. And And I've heard other songs from him that are mixed well. This one just seemed loud and just very, very busy. And because I know the caliber of the artist that he is, this one was low on the on his catalog for me.
Okay. Well, you get
2.1.
Whoa, 2.1. He's killing the guy.
No.
All right, up. You killed him.
How you gonna say my shirt is gonna be too small? My belly.
He's gonna give you an
my
extra small.
belly gonna be showing. I'm gonna wear it too.
Same thing, man. It seemed busy. I'm not sure if it was the mix that was busy or the instrumental itself.
Okay.
If things could have went down a little bit. He did have little dubs going on that I actually liked. That they say things.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Same thing, man. Like, we've heard him better. I'm seeing some of the things in the comments that I feel like I was waiting for too. Some switch up with the cadences.
Okay.
Same thing we talked about last song. It was pretty much the same flow the whole time.
Yeah.
With that type of beat, you could flow on that so many different ways, and we already know that he can do that because we've heard him do that in a off-the-top freestyle.
Yep.
Where his cadences go off. So I think that's why we're a little harsher on this artist right now with the journalist, because we've heard what he can do.
Sure.
And I wanted to hear a lot more flip-ups on the beat. And it was just the same thing over and over. And then sometimes I think you can mix things too perfect. And I feel like that's what this was. Like, you had so much going on that you were trying to place everything so perfect that sometimes it just became chaos when some things could probably get lowered in the beat. I don't know, man. It was cool. Definitely not one of my favorite songs from him, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 3.1.
Yeah, I felt like.
What did I say?
You said 2.1.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're horrible. No, he might unfriend you on social media.
Yeah, I think it's
possible.
He's not even responded to my text now.
I felt like it sounded to me like he got carried away with that instrumental and just kept adding more layers and layers and layers. And then he's like, okay, wait, what do I do with this vocal? And like, in order for it to cut through, I got to come at it like this, and I've got to crank up the vocal too.
Yeah.
So I felt like the vocal could have been tucked back. I felt like some of the layers of the beat could have been brought back a little bit. It was just all in my face. Like, there was no subtlety at all. It was like, and it was an easy flow, but everything was just loud. Everything was just coming at me. And didn't give my ears a break. Like Quan said, we could have used like some different flips in the style of the flow. We could use some changes in the production.
You don't want 3
bit.
and 4 minutes of the same thing.
Right. Yeah, like even Jay-Z, No Hook. He goes like three verses on that song, but there's like stuff that's changing the whole time.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going, but I mean, he's also, you're not Jay-Z. I'm sorry, man.
Whoa.
But
it sounded heavy when you said it.
I know, I'm not trying to be.
You're no Jay-Z.
You, sir,
Andrew.
are no Jay-Z.
No, but I'm saying like when you come to the mic though, you got to know your parameters of what you can fit in and what you're trying to do. And so you just got to be self-aware. Like, okay, I'm not someone who could carry a song for 4 minutes, right? And so whenever I come on there, what can I add to this song that's going to make it so that I can hold on to it for 4 minutes? You know what I'm saying?
And we've said it on the show before, let the beat breathe. You don't have to fill up every part of the beat with your voice. You don't have to do that. Okay, he's in the comments saying
I see that
he's taking the shirt away and giving it to Luke, but that was right before Luke said he's no Jay-Z. So we're going to see what he says.
I think I'm getting my
after
shirt
that.
back.
I think I might be getting 2 shirts.
I think I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Okay. So he gave it a little better rating than Jay.
Yeah, he's trying to save it. Because you, sir, are no Jay-Z.
Seriously, though. All jokes aside, Andrew, you're no Jay-Z. I hope we're killing your dreams.
I hope
we mean that from the heart, too.
No, like really,
you're
though.
no Jay-Z.
And you're no Drake because you're from Canada.
Yeah,
you're no Drake.
No Drizzy.
Right, but I mean, we're not trying to be those people. I was just saying.
No,
we know what you're saying, man.
I was alluding to a Jay-Z song that, like, I just off the top of mind, he goes forever.
And that's a dope.
Somebody said,
you know
send
what I'm
him
saying?
fabric.
Yeah,
send him fabric. Make your own shirts.
He's gonna send us a needle and thread.
Oh man, listen, man, we appreciate everyone tuning in live right now on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. We definitely appreciate you guys. Follow us on all social media at Gorilla Cross. All of our social media is individually there too. Listen, I want you to follow us on social media individually. Do not send us DMs of your music. We do that on Fridays and Tuesdays. That's why we do these shows. So don't bombard me with your music in the DMs. If you do want a little bit of advice, I'll give advice once in a while if I'm free. Listen, if I read and don't answer, I might be sleeping. I might be driving. I might not want to talk right now. Don't get offended. Some people do, some people don't. But we appreciate everybody for tuning in right now.
You send me too much music, I'm gonna just block it. Like,
wow.
Because that's not what my relationships consist of. All of the people I talk to don't just be like, hey, check out this new thing of me.
All right, this next one is 1V on the track, Just Robert and Brody Da Vinci. This is One Way. I think we didn't like their song last week, so they're trying a different song from the same project called Christ Centered. Let's see how we like it this week, Luke.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have liked it last week. I might be lying. I can't remember.
He's the only one who always speaks the truth. I'm gonna rep him cause he kept me in my youth. Got a mansion in the sky, got a mission, testify. Jesus is the only way I can't deny. Cause there's only one way up to heaven. In this life I must forgive 7 times 77. Cause there's only one way up to heaven.
One way.
He redeemed me and he saved me. Now I'm mobbing like I'm 7.
Yeah, one way. Ain't talking about the street though. He the key to eternity. We're the keyhole. His church, we the people. When he rolls, rewrites, check the people. We hope and cry to come inside. When the gates are open, we come alive. So this life ain't worth living for. When I die, I'm rich cause I'm living po. Ain't only one way, ain't getting around that. We fall in sin, God bring us right back. We shall not boast and we shall not brag. Cause Jesus Christ who provides his path. Can't wait to see my brothers up in heaven. It's gonna be me and my dogs like the Falcon wearing 7A. Spit the truth, my God ain't lying. This ain't Detroit, but we got the line. You can't deny it shine. Broke the bread and paid the price. Crucified for you and I. Jesus lives and changes lives. He ascended the greatest airline, but it will be coming back like LeBron's headline. Tell him.
He's the only one who always speaks the truth. I'm gonna rep him cause he kept me in my youth.
Just at the end of that verse.
Got a mansion in the sky, got a mission, testify. Jesus is the only way I can't deny. Cause there's only one way up to heaven. In this life I must forgive 7 times 77. Cause there's only one way up to heaven. He redeemed me and he saved me. Now I'm mobbing like I'm 7. I remember when I was young, I would hear about you. I heard the stories about how you came to prove our value. I heard about you, but truly didn't believe. My mother, she tried to lead, but really all I would do was argue. I wanted riches and fame, wanted respect on my name. I didn't care about my actions, I was playing the game. The world I wanted to gain, and I was doing my thing. I didn't want to change my ways, I just held on to the pain. Through all of it, you still called out to me that I became your enemy, but you came down to set me free. I believe you're the only way to heaven's gate, no other route to take. I'm grateful for the sacrifice you made for me. Thank you, God. He's the only one who always speaks the truth. I'm gonna rep him cause he kept me in my youth. Got a mansion in the sky, got a mission, testify. Jesus is the only way I can't deny.
All right, that's One Way, 1V on the track, Just Robert. And they made an error. It's not Brody Da Vinci. He's not on the song. So
they made an
you
error?
might want to go on Spotify and fix that. That's what I got in the comments.
So I'm gonna start doing just everybody's on this song. Me, Elmo, and Jay-Z.
I had Jay-Z and Lecrae on here, but
they're not on
error. Just a Spotify error.
Their verse wasn't good. I had to take it off, but I didn't change it in the description.
Luke, I'm gonna let you go first.
All right. Let's see. Man, when he said I'm mobbing like I'm 7. All right. You're speaking my language. He's my favorite rapper. So
okay.
Mobbing like I'm 7. I like the shout out there. That's good. I really feel like, I think we said this last week, but I feel like you need to enunciate on the double time bars. I feel like some of those words can get lost, and I feel like the bars are there. You just got to spit a little more when you get to that point. And then like there was a little dub at the end of verse 1 where it was like he and little stutters like before you get in. They didn't seem like they were timed up. I don't even know if you really need that. And then like in that same spot in verse 2, there was like a lot of auto tune used. I feel like these production tricks that are just thrown in Didn't make sense, exactly. So I just feel like some of that stuff is unnecessary. I really like a clean vocal that can handle it, and then you add stuff to enhance it. I'm not sure you need to just add stuff to just for the sake of it. And then the beat was a little, it just seemed like a loop to me. I know that it was dropping in and out at certain points, but it felt like it was the same spots every time. So I'm just wondering if there was a way to switch that up to just need some more creativity in the whole song as a whole. Yeah. Oh, 2.75.
2.75. Okay. The chorus for me was good, but it just like stood out in this kind of like way. Like it was. I don't want to use the word irritating, but like it was like mixed weird, especially like that little background. Na 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 na. Like he just.
There's like a.
Yeah. It was a lot, and so I maybe want that to be mixed better. Also performed better, like perform it with the words, and opposed to where it doesn't stand out. Like I always call those ad libs like the little homie in the back. Like the little homie in the back was a little off,
right?
But I understand the where you were going with it. So just if you do it better, it comes out off a little bit better. The verses were okay. Second verse was a little better to me. Felt a little more comfortable on the track, and yeah, the beat didn't do too much for me. It just didn't change often, but I still kind of enjoyed the song. 2.7.
All right. Same thing. That auto tune at the end of the second verse, I didn't like that at all. It didn't make sense. It was cool. I mean, you hear it, and I hate doing this, but when you could hear the Spanish accent, like articulating words that don't necessarily need to be articulated when you're rapping. And I heard that a lot in this. And it's hard to say, like, quit articulating that if that's, your language.
I got
you.
So
I hate doing that. But as a listener, I don't like hearing that.
If it doesn't sound natural.
If it doesn't sound natural.
Gotcha.
The song was cool, but I have to give it a 2.5.
Gotcha. Okay.
Myself.
We're around the same.
Yeah.
Around the same. So I'm going to do something because I want to hype up our cameras in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a real quick clip from August 30th, 2019.
Okay.
And I don't think we have audio. I'll put audio on. This is our show from February 2019. Or what did I say? August 2019. Hold on. Speak Live Radio.
Choices Squad.
Look how bad the cameras were.
Wow. Okay.
We were doing reviews back then too.
That's big, man. He had like kind of snippets from there, so take some of the highs out there. So glad I'm not wearing the same outfit. Other than that, man,
that'd be funny. and I could have easily been wearing the Hope is Dope shirt because I wear that a lot. Dope. We're gonna get into another track. This is Mars Era with The Coast. So can we just listen? Look at the cameras.
That's good.
Yeah.
Man.
Look how bad they are. Those are webcams.
I think I was working out that week too. Look at my posture.
Yeah, you were feeling. I was definitely not working out. I looked like I just got done being sick. And that's in the old studio. That Yak City, that was one of her first shows.
Yeah.
I think it was her second show. We interviewed her once, and then she started, guest hosting once in a while.
I was listening deep, wasn't I?
And then that's the Apostle Paul in the background over Yak City said. But
there you go.
I mean, look at the cameras. We've improved a lot here on the show.
Yeah, man. Whoa.
So
go back to now. Let's see what now.
Go back to now. And that's what now looks like.
Oh yeah.
So we've improved. We've put a lot of work into the studio. I'm not trying to brag on us.
And you got me on the show now.
We've done a lot. We got Luke on.
That's it.
Not as good to look at as Yak City.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say equal, but
even with the bad camera, she looked a lot better than what we're seeing over
You
there.
guys give Luke a rating.
Give Luke a rating. We'll say Yak City's a 5. So compare him to Yak City.
Yak City. There you go.
1 through 5.
I like the way you did that.
How is Luke compared to Yak City? But no, it's just a testament of us being in here, putting in a lot of work. We have a lot of business in the studio now. We've been able to upgrade. We've even got donations from you guys when we need a new board.
Yeah, man.
A lot of you guys donating and we're able to get help us get a new board. You got a 1.75.
See that, man?
Oh, that's good.
Yikes.
Thanks.
But
I
we
didn't get a 0.
It's from your friend, too.
But we appreciate all you guys, your support. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we probably would have quit doing this and not had dope-looking cameras. I probably still would have.
Nah, we'd have just shot people's OnlyFans pages.
Like, we got all these cameras, but hey, girl, what are you doing?
Trying to make some money.
Trying to make some money. If I make money, you make money.
Your digital camera ain't working for you, baby.
But we appreciate everybody that's helped. I mean, listen, we're in the new studio. We've been here.
Man.
We have our year anniversary next month.
I remember it was
we'll
cold.
Be here for a year. Next month. Our last show is December 4th. So we're going to have a 1-year anniversary in the studio. We're going to have a going away for the year show. Don't worry, guys. The year's almost over. I know a lot of you think 2020 is going to last another year, but our last show is December 4th. And we have a lot in store for the new season of Speak Life Radio.
Yeah.
And maybe more cameras, too. Who knows? Let's just keep getting cameras.
Everybody's sending a camera.
Get a 360 look in here.
Oh.
And I do have a 360 camera.
We do, and you can kind of like move back and forth.
With me and my brother, we're in here trying to kill the mouse the other day, which I think I got another one in the studio. Pray for us, guys.
And he's not talking Mickey.
No, I killed a mouse. Now, I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad. And I had a vegan on my Instagram really upset.
Why?
My bad. I didn't eat the mouse.
That's what I'm thinking.
He was just trying to eat my food. So anyways, he was telling me maybe we should put the 360 up. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe
that might be dope.
Get a 360 angle.
Because you can go live on YouTube. That'll make the YouTube experience way more like accessible and exciting. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you guys should subscribe to the YouTube. But if you put that up, you can actually like move it around and like,
What kind of prescription do we have on YouTube?
Did I say I said subscription, didn't I?
You said prescribe.
Yeah, go ahead and prescribe to the medicine that we are giving you, making your music better, and then subscribe.
We're making the world better.
Yeah.
By helping rappers not suck.
See how I got that fumble back? Try to recover that.
All right, next song we got T. Barlow, the six, the VI. Is that 6?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think so. 6, the 6.
Even if it's not, it's what it is today.
Yeah.
For art, so we can save face.
Is there audio?
It's a silent film.
Is it VI or IV?
It's a VI, the VI.
I should be
Okay.
User error.
No, it's
really just no audio.
Stolen beat.
Yeah.
Right? It's a good beat. You got to come
It
with
is
it.
a good beat. You better kill it.
Yeah. If I took the time to tally up my sins, you would agree that it would make sense that I should be somewhere buried in the 6, y'all. I should be somewhere buried in the 6, y'all. Okay, let's go back to the days of Harry Hat. Okay, I know that I wasn't that fly of a guy. I met a girl through a homie, so I slided on by. Met her mama and her auntie on that very same night. Now that before back, I tried to throw some games, she didn't throw it back. She never told me, never guessed it, didn't know that. She didn't want me like her auntie. Auntie called me lonely, said she wanna rock my body. You gotta know that I wasn't thinking, except for thinking with my that is too explicit for this Christian on his own track. Into temptation I was given, didn't hold back. No regrets, not in that minute. That is so sad. Yeah, ain't nothing about it funny. I'm wishing it was gravy, but I'm knowing that it wasn't. Didn't think that it would cost me, but it was so much more than nothing. The song of her seduction was the song of my destruction. When you lusting in the flesh, you just don't care, you wanna touch it. And you wind up in some mess, all in the quest for getting lucky. But I find that I was blessed, I wasn't left to kick the bucket. Per the wages of my sin, my God came in and then he covered the debt I'm steady making of his love. I am a subject. He took my filthy soul and with his blood came down and scrubbed it. He threw away my sin like it was nothing as he chucked it and renewed me by his spirit, so I'm no longer disgusted. If I took the time to tally up my sins, you would agree that it would make sense that I should be somewhere buried in the 6, y'all. I should be somewhere buried in the 6, y'all. If I took the time to tally up my sins, you would agree that it would make sense that I should be somewhere buried in the 6, y'all. I should be somewhere buried in the 6. Yo, the cost was the cross. I couldn't pay it off if I tried. All my efforts would be futile through the end of my life. But for Jesus, it was simple. Paid it all at one time. And now I'm worrying 'cause I'm asleep and at my lowest he is with me. Never left alone to weep, but good God, that's what he is. He looks out from the hills and the mountains, and he kills all my doubts and my fears, and he counts his righteousness is his mine, but it isn't his Christ who did the living and died. Now I'm forgiven, that's right. Yeah. I'm such a wretch undone, who was living like a fool, like a messed up son, needed to be rescued by the blessed up one. Imagine all he went through for the mess I've done. Lord have mercy. I ask because he's worthy to hurt me. He could have left me in my sin without a purpose.
That is The Six by T Barlow right here. Speak Life Radio Live music and video review. There was more to the video, but I don't feel like it was going to change our minds.
Got you.
On if we liked it or didn't like it. Obviously, like a mixtape beat, really dope beat. So when you have a beat like that, that's kind of a classic beat, you want to kind of come hard on it.
Yeah.
When you're mixing your vocals on a pre-mixed and mastered beat, you got to be careful because to me it was very low as far as the mix. Dude could rap, and that's the first thing I'll say is Dude could definitely rap, but I feel like there should have been some change-ups in his flow. He had that, the kind of screaming flow the whole time.
Yeah.
So I feel like some change-ups where you lower your voice a little bit, do some different things so you're not, I mean, we've said it pretty much all show, get off the same flow pattern the whole song because it's going to get boring. There was still a minute something left in that song, and I was already over the song, The hook sounded dry. The hook needed to be mixed better. It really comes to mixing. And then as far as the video, you're just rapping in front of different scenes, which is cool. If you don't have a lot of scenes to rap in front of, always get a cool graffiti wall. So that part was cool. But, I don't think that song necessarily needed a video. I give it a 2.7. We're being hard today on you guys, folks.
I feel like I heard it differently than Quan did. So I felt like he had a different flow on each verse. Because he had like that pause at the end of every line in the first verse where he's like doing wordplay and punchlines, and it was really
maybe
dope.
I'm talking about more of his voice tone.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't hear that part, but I know the voice tone was getting at me too.
Okay. Yeah, I could hear it with the tone, but I felt like what he did on the first verse is more typical for like a second verse flow.
Okay.
So like,
okay,
I needed to be bought into what he was gonna do on the track. To start out with. And so like it took 20 seconds for there to be music on the video, and then he's singing right away, and then he's doing this unorthodox flow that I'm not used to, and then we're back to singing, and then he's just spitting all over the track, right? And so I just needed like something familiar at the top and then take me somewhere. That's at least what I felt like I needed in this moment. Wow. And maybe it's just because that's how I heard that beat rapped on before. And so whenever he came at it differently, it took me a while to adjust. And so, let's see what else. What I had other notes. Hold on. Also, do people say the 6 whenever they're getting buried 6 feet under?
Yeah, it was a reach.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was kind of a stretch. I understood what he's saying, but I'm not sure if people talk like that unless it's like a concept, right? Unless it's a concept for the whole album, and it's like what he's going to talk about, unpack other places, Yeah. So yeah,
to me that's a one-time punchline, in opposed to let's set our whole song on
right
under 6. Like,
right.
What do you give it?
I give it a 3.5.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know. I think I kind of lean more with Quan in this one. It did sound like the same flow throughout the whole thing. And I don't, because I specifically tried to listen to the lyrics because he had a hat on that said bars, right? And so for me, I'm like, when you put those things out, I'm going to listen. And then the voice thing was also the thing that did not change throughout. It was kind of all over the place for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't, at least what I thought was bars. He did have flow. He did have a flow, and he knew how to but it wasn't as versatile as maybe he probably can be. Sometimes in beats, you get locked into this cadence, and you know what I'm saying, you might deviate a little bit here and there, but it stays. And so it does show that he has flow. Lyrically, it didn't match with the tone of bars, right? And I agree with, to hinge your whole song on 6.
Yeah.
And that's the barrier. All right, I get it. But it sounded more like a punchline to me. I'm going to give it a 2.1.
All right, there you go. And he's in the comments saying that was not the final mix. The final mix of the actual product is better. So
okay,
no, not okay. I'm gonna speak to you on that. I'm gonna speak to you on that because you submitted it to a show that is looking for, like, who can we play next? Who can we promote?
Yeah.
Who can we tell people about? You have a lot of other artists. You have a lot of other fans watching the show, listening. Not saying we have like the most. Not saying we have 500 viewers right now live, but you do have people that are going to judge you for what you just gave us the first time. So don't give me the final mix. Give me the final mix. So why was there not the final mix in my hands?
If it's out, right? Because that's what.
Why wouldn't it be out? If it's not out, I'm saying give me the final mix. Don't give it to me tonight.
I know, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't saying like okay, like
that's okay. No, I feel you.
Yeah, like for and I'm just gonna second that. Like, I don't know what is out. I don't know what is new. I don't know what your capabilities are. I don't know who you are as an artist sometimes, right? So you have to. This is your introduction, or this is your impression. At any moment, a friend of mine cannot become a friend by the way they put on. And so I want to become a fan. And if you give this and you say, all right, but the one that's about to come out is better, or if there's another one out there that's better, then why didn't you bring me that?
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Just wanted to.
All right. Next song is Scott Thrill. He made the beat. It's called Bring It On, featuring Crumb and DJ Aslan right here. And I'm going to judge this different because you got artists on here that are not you. So I guess we're just judging the beat and the video, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Why should anyone want to sample somebody else's sound? Is this just a case of artistic laziness, or is it a whole new kind of art?
80s movies.
Trying to heal up the bruise, and if I ain't speaking, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just shining out the box, gleaming the cube. I guess I'm still that dude, attitude on it, but I spread love, blue on it. Man, who want it? Who don't? Who cares? It's all the same. I'ma run you for your jewels and feed a town with your chains. And yo, step up, help me pick up the slack of it. All in together, we can tackle it. Praise the immaculate creator, backing it in effect. Salt and pepper, pushing Peter Piper, picking respect. Bring it on.
White people in the 80s, folks. Yeah. That's produced by Scott Thrill. That was Crumb on the raps and DJ Aslan on the on the cuts. Luke, I'm gonna start with you first. I don't know what we watched. What movie is that from?
I have no idea. Tom Hanks watching people jump in a pool. Yeah. I don't even know.
I feel like I've seen it before, but I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, for me, Crumb is like the perfect MC. So like, you could just be like hitting a balloon on a screen door and he could make it sound dope. You know what I'm saying? Like
skill.
Like Here's Mud in Your Eye last year with Theory Has It. Like that album was dope. Like, so hearing Crumb on this, I'd never heard this song before. The beat was cool. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's awesome. I feel like Scott Thrill has the cheat codes tonight though. Like, I mean, the video is just whatever. It's just footage from another movie. So I guess if we're judging the music video, I don't know. It's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I feel you because I feel like I got to judge it three ways because the beat was dope. I like the beat a lot.
Yeah.
The mix of the whole thing was dope. I'm not sure if Scott mixed everything, but if he did, good job.
Yeah.
like you said, Crumb is super dope. You can't go wrong with him.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill any verse he rips. And then the video just awkward.
Right.
Explain the video to us. I know it's some weird 80s movie.
And I got one movie that was
Spring Break.
It was Forrest Gump.
No,
I might have it wrong. Hold on.
It was not Forrest Gump. That was not.
No, I think it was Bachelor Party.
Bachelor Party.
Yeah,
Okay,
1984.
Could have been, yeah.
If you look at the what's your name, it just seems like
Okay.
that's
Makes
the
sense.
same. That's the same Tom Hanks.
Yeah, so I don't even know how to judge it. If I'm just
Right.
judging the beat, I give the beat a 4. I give the raps a 4.9. I give the scratches a 4.9, even though he tells me to not eat pizza so much, DJ Aslan.
Sounds like a hater.
He is, man. He wants me to be in shape like he is. Not all of us could be in our 40s and not. Oh, speaking of, it's Taco Tuesday. We got to get out of here soon. But the video itself, I'm lost.
Yeah, like
I feel like you could have did something doper to represent that song better. The Burbs and Spring Break is, so he merged those. Okay, so Tom Hanks from The Burbs was watching Spring Break.
All right.
I don't know what to give. I don't know how to judge that song. Like,
Yeah,
I would give it a 2.5 because it's somewhere in the middle because I don't know how to judge it either. I love the beat. So like I said, the beat's a 4. The raps are a 4.9. The video is a 1.2.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? If there was any way to distract me from the actual song, it was putting that movie clip behind it. Like,
right.
Because I'm like, what movie is this? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what's happening. Well, he's gonna climb up there. That's weird. Why would he climb up there? Oh, somebody clearly put pegs in the tree so he can climb up there. Why would he do that? Oh, wait, he's doing a belly flop? That's crazy. Right? Like, it's too much information in the movie for me to actually listen to the song. What I did hear of the song, great flow pattern, amazing, you know what I'm saying? Like, amazing, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I can't give it anything. I give it a one question mark, point question mark. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Is he okay? Like, he came up out of the water, but he's got to be a little red right here. You know, that's Caucasian skin. It just doesn't. It bruises a little easier. So how high was the tree?
I mean, I will go back and listen to that song though, so it's not like it sucked. Like,
I would too,
but I wouldn't watch the video again.
Right, video. Never.
I'd feel weird if someone walked in and I just had that video playing. If I'm sitting here by myself and I'm just bobbing my head to this video. And somebody walks in like, Quan, you good?
Yeah, bro. What's up, man?
Like, yeah, man, Crumb and DJ Aslan.
Which is like,
which one's
so
Crumb?
far away from the. Oh, this is like opposite day. I don't know what's going on here. My bad.
All right, we're skipping it.
I think we did, right? I think we did.
All right, next song, POG, the MC for Christ. We have a couple more left. I know we started a little bit late, but we got to get out of here in a minute. POG for Christ, Blessing in Disguise, featuring Chief June, produced by JS Sounds, right here, Speak Life Radio.
That sounds like a song.
Yeah.
Yo, whatever you going through, make sure you stay in your grind. Keep faith in God, because I promise you, it's going to get better. And that's on God, for real. God never leave you nor forsake you. I ain't really trying to preach to you. I'm just trying to tell you, always trust in God and keep on your grind, for real.
Sounds preachy.
God be my soul to keep, so we reaping blessings. God be my soul to keep, so we reaping blessings. Look up to the sky, see a blessing. I said, look up to the sky, see a blessing. I said, God be my soul to keep, so we reaping blessings. God be my soul to keep, so we reaping blessings. Look up to the sky, see a blessing. I said, look up to the sky, see a blessing. A blessing ain't about money, what you making. My mama sacrificed her life, so I ain't had to lose my life. I swear every time I look up, blessings raining down. Now this ain't make believe, you better best believe. You don't stay in one spot, you gotta keep on pushing. The blessing coming in the sky, you don't wanna miss it. Triple toe, you better watch your back, cause the snakes are here. That's why I stay prayed up, cause the Father with me. I was on my grind, I ain't never stopping, cause once you stop, you giving no hope. I'm trying to tell you what's up, cause God, that's my witness. I'ma grind to the top, pride not an option, so kick it to the steps. Cause once you gain pride, you lose your soul. I feel like Jacob on this beat, I'm trying to speak, trying to turn the joke, so you don't weep. I feel like Jacob on this beat, I'm trying to speak. God be my soul to keep, so
trying to speak.
He's trying to speak.
God be my shoulder key, shovel reaping blessings. Look up to the sky.
All right, man. I know that the kind of mumbly style. I'm not sure where he's from, but I know that style is out there. But they're usually writing the beat. It sounded like he just had words, found a beat, threw the words all over the beat. He wasn't writing the beat at all. First of all, that's the first problem. The second problem is the mix of it is really bad. So when you're in there recording it, you have a lot of reverb that's drowning out your vocals. Also, that's one of the things that's helping drown out your vocals, because there's a lot of things drowning out your vocals. One is, like I said, you're not writing the beat, you're not articulating everything properly. It was really bad. I don't even know if we got to the other artists or the artists. I don't know who was rapping. The song was halfway through. There's 2 artists on there. It was bad. You need a lot more work in the booth. The mix, everything. Ride the beat. It was confusing to me that you were that off. So I give it a 0.9.
Yo.
Yeah, it was just, everything was messy to me, and I like the underground sound that like is clean but still like a little gritty there, and like it's fine if you're just recording in your closet or whatever, you know. But I mean, like even Kanye, he records his vocals, like all the vocals for Jesus is King, he recorded on an iPhone. So like if he can do that, you can get the mix right on your voice in your closet at home. And so yeah, just a lot of work, like and show your mix to other people and ask them, and people that you trust that will say if it's good or not, and keep working on it, man. Yeah, like there's I felt like the hook had something to it, but there was just a lot of busyness and messiness around it where I couldn't digest it right. And so, man, I give it like a 1. Yeah.
I hope this isn't a DM. I feel like this is going to be a DM.
It shouldn't be. Maybe after I say this. It was. Yeah, it was just a mess.
I'll give your ums a 0.5 tonight.
Yeah. It's a mess. It's a bit of a mess. Like, to be honest, it wasn't there lyrically, and the beat was just kind of like mashed. It's like mashed into itself, and then all of the vocals were just like extra on top of it. You know, I think if you just take your time, one track at a time, and then from there add it on in the post, just be like, all right, give me another one. All right, give me another one, because you almost wrap the verse together.
Yeah.
And then added some, yeahs and ohs and oohs and ahs in the back, right? Yeah, I checked out a little earlier. I didn't even know how long we played the song.
Right.
I was just like, oh, okay. This one is not going to be one of the ones.
Yeah, that was hard. Listen, man, keep working. Yeah. All right. We're going to do 2 more.
1. I'll say 1. I'm sorry.
Let me see. We got 1 more, or we got 2 more we're going to do. This one, nope, that's the one I just played. I'm not playing that one because it's another homemade video. Yahuwah lives. I already pushed play because I don't trust you from last week.
Yikes. Bad credibility out here in these review streets.
All right, this one is Average Joe Ministries. The song is called Stay Meek. Right here, Speak Life Radio.
I have so many questions.
When they try to test your faith, when they get up in your face, put them in a plate. When that persecution comes, for the Lord, He the one we living for. For the King, let your testimony sing. For the Lord, He the one we living for. For the King, let your testimony sing. Trust. They don't want no smoke. Even Snoop with iron lungs would choke. No need to gloat or pretend I'm still drowning in sin. Fell off the boat, but Jesus stood on the water and float.
chores. What?
No matter what they do, and just stay focused on Christ. So when they persecute, you know it's alright. Jesus made it clear that they hate him. Seek to be a witness to eternal life. What they do, and just stay focused on Christ. So when they persecute, you know it's alright.
When they try to test your faith, when they get up in your face, but you put them in a plate. When that persecution comes, for the Lord, He the one we living for. For the King, let your testimony sing. For the Lord, He the one we living for. For the King, let your testimony sing.
My selfishness and scripted selflessness. Anger spikes these iron fists. I can't resist the urge to fight, not pacifist. I need to learn to pass the fist. I'm an activist. I speak for the one who created this. He's called me to love and he called me to preach. He calls me to see them more important than me. It's so hard to strive to defend us. We fight to the end, no matter the cost. The point will be proven. We stand for ourselves because we can't stand for losing. We gotta fight. I don't know why, so what do they see? The love of the Savior or just you and me? See, we need to die and point them to Christ.
No matter what they do, and just stay focused on Christ. So when they persecute, you know it's alright. Jesus made it clear that they hate him. Seek to be a witness to eternal life. What they do, and just stay focused on Christ. So when they persecute, you know it's alright. Pray for those who persecute you.
Stay Meek, Average Joe Ministries. Cool song. Like, it's not like the mix was cool. The verses were cool. It just didn't grab me at all.
Okay.
Sounded a little old school, very anthem-y. So kind of like when Christian, kind of like in the Christian hip hop era that wasn't that good yet.
Gotcha.
There was kind of struggling to find its sound. That's kind of how that sounded to me. It just didn't grab me. I don't know. I was kind of bored throughout the whole thing. The beat just it almost was trying to sound super epic, but didn't really do it for me.
I can hear that.
I don't know. Did it sound like they were just trying too hard with it? I don't know what it is about it that I don't know.
I felt like the beat was too big for him. Like that's like
maybe that's what I'm saying. The beat
it's a tall order.
Supposed to be so epic, and then
right. And it wasn't that they weren't like spitting hard. It was just like they couldn't match the intensity the whole time, like consistent intensity. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of in this like limbo of it because for me, I felt like the song was better than the mix. Maybe just bringing out some of those vocals a little bit more. But then again, was that too tall of an order to be able to like deliver on such a track? And then the beat was dated. Yeah, it's just a little dated. So
a lot dated.
But they still like did a good job. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it was cool, but it just didn't grab. It's not something I would want to listen to. Over and over again. You know.
I thought like adding that melody at the end of the verses was like a big left turn from the texture of the whole rest of the song.
Yeah, got you.
So that kind of threw me. I was ready for a hook there, and we're like singing all of a sudden. And then that wasn't mixed very well either, and so it was hard to even understand what was happening there.
Got you.
Yeah.
1-7 for me.
Yeah, same thing.
2-7 for me.
Whole point, okay.
Because it was put together well.
Right.
It's just not my flavor, so I give it a 2.5.
Gotcha. Okay.
And what do you guys give it in the comments, man? Go ahead and keep rating it in the comments. We're almost done, so we're not going to keep you guys up too late. The last song we got is an unreleased track from Scribe Music. I think he's tuned in, and he's like, you know what? I can win money.
That's what you're gonna try to do.
Because I feel like nothing has really stood out tonight.
Scribe Music, like Popeye's Chicken, Scribe Music.
Yeah.
Listen, if he doesn't have a Popeye's reference in the song, he gets a 1.5.
I'm hoping he's talking about the new sandwiches. Even though that's
so this is If You Reach
for
right here. Speak Life Radio.
You've seen that commercial, right?
Yeah.
We've had him on the show.
Yeah, we had him on the show, talked about it and everything.
All right.
I thought you said you watch all of our shows, Luke.
No.
Yeah, hey, look. I've been sliding around this city, steady trying to catch a muse. Bumping Travis, not the Scott, trying to feed my gospel roots. Keep a grip upon the wheel, the other hand is on the brew. That's that old crow from the West, not too strong, I ain't pressed. Tell that old man, take a breath, I don't need you, I'm too blessed. What you guess? I got next, that means now. Watch your step, watch your head, get your rest, count it up. Every test, about to get you out that nest. Can't chase rook in this protest. I'm standing on the shoulders of apostles and the prophets. Trust the process, don't let nonsense get your defense. Keep your offense on their markets. Take your offense to prayer clauses. Don't get off it, that's foundation. Don't be shaking, eat less bacon, trim the fat. Drink more water, that's just facts. Get hydration for your mind, for your spirit and your flesh. Check your specs, what you seeing? Watch your neck, no deceiving. Who you listening to? Before you go eat of the fruit, identify the root. Yeah. If you reach, I'ma teach. Watch your head, get your bread, check your mail. It is well, it is well. Yeah. If you reach, I'ma teach. Watch your head, get your bread, check your mail. Cause it is well, it is well. Yeah. I used to be in it for the rings like a Harley, right? Wanted to make a lot of noise like a Harley bike. Now when I think upon the Lord, man, I can hardly write. He could have left me undeserving, but he made me right. So I can't keep it under bowl because he made me light. We wasn't seeing eye to eye until he crossed the mic. When it called my number, put me under like the stars at night. Look, we was beefing like a vegan in denial, but now we throwing rice. Call me son, but as a bride, I'm singing Barry White. Cause I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. Your love don't cost a thing. It's like cannon blasting our fears by the millions to oblivion. This infinity and beyond. If you reach, I'ma teach. Watch your head, get your bread, check your mail. It is well, it is well. Yeah. If you reach, I'ma teach. Watch your head, get your bread, check your mail. Cause it is well, it is well, yeah. If you reach, I'ma teach. Watch your head, get your bread, yeah. Better get your bread, baby.
I like that.
All right, that is Scribe Music with If You Reach right here, Speak Live Radio, unreleased track from Scribe Music. So, man, Luke, I'm gonna start with you.
Man, Scribe, he's flossing in that. I was in it for the rings like an Audi, right? Man, and he keeps with that. With that rhyme scheme for like 5 more bars. It was so dope. It was he was like vibing. Like everything was mixed great. It was laid back. Man, he's just got like a charisma on the mic when he comes at it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like really confident in what he has to say. Man, I really enjoyed that. I always enjoy listening to Scribe. And so yeah, I can't, that's yeah, I give that song a 5. I can give that.
Wow, a 5, a perfect song?
Yeah. I think it's a great
what about this song though? What about this song?
Ooh, baby, I got Popeyes.
Come on, sing
Let me
it.
show you what we got right here.
That one's better. That's a 5 right there.
That's a 5
It's a
song.
five. That's a
$5 song, because that's how much you pay for that sandwich.
Man, a 5 for Scribe. Maybe just because it rhymed.
Yeah, I think that's what he's
maybe
doing.
just yeah. I feel like it's been a tough night, and so like
you had to
listening
give
that,
somebody
I'm
a
like,
5. It was a breath
Yeah.
of fresh air.
Yeah.
I feel you. That's definitely my favorite song of the night. I think it was just the vibe and everything. And you hear a song that just sounds a lot more professional than a lot of the songs we got. And you hear the difference between like a professional artist and artists trying to make it, which that's not a big deal because we're not here just to play a professional artist. We want to help you get to that point. But you hear the difference between the structure of the song, the mix of the song, the way he rode the beat, the way he picked the right beat for what he was doing.
Right.
I think he did great on this song. I give it a 4.4 because a perfect song to me, listen, man, you got to be Jay-Z. And Scribe, you ain't no Jay-Z.
You are no Jay-Z, sir.
But I liked it a lot, man. I'm downloading it right now.
It's unreleased, man.
I know I'm downloading.
Can you text it to me?
He just released. Nope. Yeah. Make sure you just put it in a group. It's unreleased. I will say that it's almost unfair. It's almost unfair. He knew exactly what he was doing when that beat spoke to him, and the backgrounds and the sample, the way he flowed on it.
Flued on it?
Yeah, he definitely flew on that track.
He fled all over it.
He fled on that track. He was running up the beat. He definitely put it together well, man. I cannot,
folks.
I can't just like.
He fled good.
Yeah, he did all. Like, it was just a good song. 4.
You had to give it one worse than me.
What'd
Wait, what I give it?
4.5?
I gave it a 4.5, right?
Yeah. I'm not trying to be worse. I'm just saying like that's the number I had in my head before you even said anything.
All right.
He did well, man. He did well, and I do think it's unfair.
And what do you give the Popeye song?
6,
5.
6.5.
7.5.
6.5. I give the sandwich a 2.
What?
Bro,
I love the sandwich.
I had a bad one.
It wasn't worth the hype.
It definitely wasn't worth the hype.
I mean, there's no food worth stabbing somebody over unless it's like the last food on earth. I'm gonna stab you for it.
Yeah. Man, I had a bad one. I had a few bad ones, and I was just like, yeah, we were just hyped about a different chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
so yeah,
I feel you. All right. Listen, man, I don't know if there was a video worth giving $10 to.
I can tell you what I thought the best video was.
What was your favorite video?
The dedication.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just.
And it was cool, but I don't think there's no video. Listen, I'm saving money this week. The videos were lackluster. And listen, we're not hating on anybody, so don't jump in our DMs. We want you guys to get better, and that's why we're here on this show. That's why we bring Luke in from Rapzilla.com. So if you have any problems, go to Rapzilla.
Yeah, that's where you send all of it.
Send all your complaints to Rapzilla. They will respond.
Promptly.
Quicker than Gorilla Cross. So, we don't respond.
So definitely send 3 or 4 messages.
Yeah.
Over there.
But the song of the night.
This is tough, man.
I think definitely has to go to the dude that jumps in at the last minute to take my $10. Because it was to the point where I was going to save $20 tonight.
Bro, I had one for the song.
Who'd you have for the song?
Jericho, man. We've done this before where the first song and the last song are good. Like, and then everything else in the middle we either comparing to or we're tired and be like, well, I guess I'm going to give it to this last one. But,
okay, the Play-Doh song was dope though. Crumb.
Yeah, but that's hard to give money to because like, do I give Crumb? You know, do I give DJ Azon? Do we split it in 3 ways?
Yeah, Tom Hanks disqualified that song for me.
Tom Hanks gets $10.
Listen, Tom Hanks didn't disqualify it. It's the white people in the pool that disqualified it for me.
There you go.
Tom Hanks was just
they're all getting COVID in that pool today, by the way.
You know,
because Tom had COVID, but he was also at home. Tom was at home.
But Tom also, before that, he had a TV show where he dressed up as a woman all the time. Which, hey, man, if you guys want to do that.
What was that? Bosom Buddies, right?
Bosom Buddies.
Yeah, all right. Shout out.
So,
Shout out to people knowing references.
So you're giving it to Jericho.
I mean, it's Scribe, of course, but
no, you just gave it to Jericho.
No, I had another song until Scribe played. You know?
Right.
Yeah. But
I like them both, and I think it's the same thing because we're a hip hop show. I'm more drawn to Scribe music with this song because that's what I want to hear.
That Jericho song was clean.
But the Jericho song was super dope. So
good.
They were both mixed really well, but I'm going with Scribe.
Got you.
If You Reach.
Yep.
And the song comes out November 20th. or if you DM me for $5, I need to make this $10 back that I'm giving him. If you DM me,
We can work something out.
I have a WAV file in my pocket. Is that a WAV file in your pocket or?
Wow.
Oh,
We went there. Okay.
Listen, it's late. It's Taco Tuesday. We're leaving.
I got my Taco Tuesday shirt on.
Do you?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yellow on yellow.
Tuesday vibes, bro.
Tuesday vibes.
Wow, yellow on yellow. Are you wearing a red undershirt? He's like, I don't wear undershirts. I'm from Chicago.
I got a black undershirt, bro.
There you go.
Okay. Did you ever wear the purple? I gave you a purple shirt.
Yep. I wear it all the time, yeah.
I was expecting like a picture, a tag in Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you wanted.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Rapzilla said you can't do that.
No.
It's after a few washes, though, so now it's going to be a little
I don't care.
wrinkle.
Listen, everybody share our show in the Rapzilla group.
Do it. Do it. Everybody. They
Everybody.
cannot deny us all.
They can't. Listen, I do want a Popeye's chicken sandwich, but I'm going to get tacos instead.
Yeah.
We appreciate all you guys for tuning in, and we will be back on Friday. Our girl Brittany Soul, who we haven't had here for a while, is gonna
be
do some reviews with us, and maybe she'll make something and bake it. Does she bake?
I'm not sure.
Probably not.
Her name is Brittany Soul, not Brittany Cooks.
Luke, appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
We're out.
Yeah.